Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got a pretty serious controversy. Now, of course, I'm going to treat this very seriously, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, brother? How's it going?
How are you?
Wild day today. The nukes are out.
So tell me about why you decided to do this.
Well, I decided to do it because I want to say since he dropped his videos, the first one with my face in the thumbnail, I not stopped seeing it in the comment section for every video. So clearly, it's just impact to my channel. It's obviously, you know, like.
Mudahar, okay? Fan of the show, friend of the show, Mudahar, has recently gotten into a debate, chat. Mudahar has gotten into a politics debate. Remember when Mudahar said he wasn't going to do drama anymore? And then remember when Mudahar said he didn't want to engage in politics anymore? And remember when Mudahar said that he was going to go stick to Linux reviews? So anyway, he calls into Hutch's stream here to debate Vadim on...
Hey man, So
Vadim is a loser from the Twitch poll days, and we're going to investigate Vadim after this. But they're debating over... I don't really know what they're debating over. We're going to find out in real time. All I know is Angry Joe is on the screen for some reason.
I didn't bring you up at all. What?
Dude, Angry Joe showed up, and he's like, dude, this debate has lasted 4 hours!
What is this? So...
You done f***ed it up!
I didn't bring you up at all. What is this about?
No. I was just asking about your thoughts on that harassment, Ethan Klein. You know, I'm also somebody who is a somewhat decent-sized public figure that also faced the same level of unhinged harassment. You know, it's just weird to me that when I'm watching you talk with Hutch, it's always like, it's always interesting.
Dude, Mudahar was not just naturally watching Vadim argue politics with fucking Hutch. There's just no way. There's no way that Mudahar was sitting there on his on a sizzling Sunday afternoon and just watching them debate about Israel-Palestine. I don't think that actually happened.
It's just weird to me that when I'm watching you talk with Hutch, it's always like, it's always interesting to me that, you know, Ethan is like the big aggressor and, you know, he should just kind of take it. As opposed to the people that have, you know, covered him, graciously not even disowned the idea of like the CPS call to his house, right? Anything of that nature. Or if outright pretty much insinuated that he's been delinquent towards taking care of his children, right? Which is a pretty huge claim to make. I mean, Hutch didn't cover this, but saying that Ethan Klein...
Dude, Mudahar is so funny, because he will sit there and say, I'm never covering drama again. I will never make videos like the Keffels video ever again, because it's just not worth it. And then call into this stream and just jump into this fucking debate. He is just so inconsistent with anything that he says ever. Every day it's like a new moral philosophy. If he wakes up and he's got a different worldview at every morning.
Is, you know, into drugs, for instance, right? Like you do realize how that could really go.
Mood is not covering drama if he is the drama, but he literally is the drama here too.
Against you in a court of law, like now that you're the CPS has a file on.
Ooh boy, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling
Ooh boy,
that?
ladies and gentlemen, it's always interesting to me.
Always interesting to me at the
end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, all right, we're going to be covering a lot more Linux.
On you. You know, they probably think...
Who said what about drugs? You're talking about...
Wait, why does he sound like that? Is that just like his natural hue?
Yes.
I don't think hue is voice, but it is now.
There's a file on you. You know, they probably think...
Who said what about drugs? You're talking about me now?
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that Denim's, like, you know, Hassan-esque community on Twitter, right? That have been...
Muda doesn't know that it was fucking... Actually, I guess they did say that. Maybe I'm being overly harsh. I was gonna say Muda doesn't know that it was Anissa who tweeted it, but they have all made comments about drugs.
And pushing the idea of Ethan's on drugs, he's on this cocaine. I mean, that alone can probably have to say
is in regards to... I have the same thing that I have to say to Hutch, is that, like, in terms of all of the harassment that he has received, some of it is totally beyond the pale. And
who is this diva? You're gonna find out in this segment. You're gonna find out everything you need to know.
I don't I'm
okay, but like if somebody involved the CPS on my family,
everybody whether you're a piece of shit or you're a great guy on YouTube, like I assign it.
What do you mean? Am I a piece of shit or a great guy on YouTube? What?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm saying that, like, regardless of one's character, I think that people should be treated the same. But when when it comes to
people should be treated the same regardless of their character, why? Like, by who?
No, I'm not
You don't think character should play a role in how you treat somebody?
talking about you. I'm saying that, like, regardless of one's character,
Then what? What?
I think that people should be treated the same. But
Legally, you guess? Okay, maybe.
But when it comes to Ethan, it's just not even comparable. The amount of targeted harassment that he and his community has done to others compared to what.
What did they do? Fucking send CPS to Denham's house and they didn't find any kids? Like, is that? Yeah, I guess that would be pretty fucking fucked up.
He has received.
They sent CPS to Denham's house to investigate the kids she doesn't have.
And like, there's just like an insane.
Yeah, but where did it begin? What is the timeline? I'm sure you're familiar with the timeline. Where did it begin? Was it him initiating it, or was it him unfollowing somebody from that community that started to, push the snowball initially?
How things started is just like I think like a.
I mean, I think how things begin is important, right?
That's a really reductive and like baby brain way to look at things.
How things begin is how you can understand the context of where things have led up to.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning,
you have to be a real fucking idiot to lose to Mudahar.
Of things, he was also putting out stuff out there that
like you have to walk into a huge rage.
People legitimately had good reason to think was. It was Islamophobic stuff. Some of the things that he said. Now, I kind of.
What was Islamophobic?
Again, that's like you're gonna get that question every time, dude. Look at him get so fucking disappointed that he has to provide an example.
Islamophobic stuff. Some of the things that he said. Now, I kind of.
What was Islamophobic?
He's just so massively inconvenienced, dude, that he's got to fucking think of an example.
And you know what else is massive?
Islamophobic stuff. Some of the things that he said. Now, I kind of.
What was Islamophobic?
Like his reaction to fucking the.
Dude,
what?
that's dude. I'm sorry. That's perfect. What was Islamophobic?
From the river to the sea.
Yeah, I mean that thing. What is so weird about it? I'm a Muslim, by the way, too, a practicing one, a pretty devout Muslim.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
it's funny because everyone in this community veers.
Wait, are you Irish? I didn't know he was Irish. Mudahar is Irish?
Uncle Tom. So,
when did I?
Mudahar doesn't seem Irish when I've seen him.
Call you an Uncle Tom?
Not you, but from that community, that denim side of community, I'm just this weird Uncle Tom that is a weird Zionist. My wife's a Nazi, so
Bro,
you can imagine why I'm a.
He just says that like offhandedly. My wife is a Nazi, but no, they call her a Nazi, I guess, because she got into a fight with somebody on YouTube drama. I forgot what she said.
Weird Zionist. My wife's a Nazi, so
Bro,
you can imagine why I'm a little heated about this.
Well,
right?
Now, by the way, I don't call Mudahar's wife a Nazi. I call her an idiot.
You got to let me. If you ask me a question, you got to let me.
Sure. Okay. Answer.
So when it comes to from the river to the sea, that is absolutely a very benign call for peace.
Is it a benign call?
Wait. Right now, we are at a place where. And actually, we were at this place from the beginning where like people like the AD.
Dude, from the river to the sea, Hassan Piker drama is so fucking free, dude. Holy shit!
And actually, we were at this place from the beginning where like people like the ADL and Stop Anti-Semitism and whatnot, they are talking about just saying free Palestine in itself is this like call to like I think
dude, it's like if you say free Palestine, that is not a call to injure Jewish people or something like that. And then it gets like that gets bastardized so far over where it's like, yeah, I know the Jewish shooter screamed free Palestine and opened up fire on a fucking Jewish museum, but it was a politically motivated killing because they were targeting the assistance of, I don't know. There's nuances to every situation for sure.
Who said it as well, said that it's basically like the new Heil Hitler.
Nobody thinks free Palestine is Heil Hitler. Does anybody on planet Earth think saying free Palestine is Heil Hitler? And if they do exist, okay, are they in the YouTube drama space? And are they the people that we're actually talking about here? Or are they crazy radicals or insane politicians that shouldn't be taken seriously?
Who said it as well.
Yeah, like Fox. I don't care if Fox News says it. Are they relevant to this discussion?
Said that it's basically like the new Heil Hitler. Well, the same
Or like crazy IDF fucking soldiers that are actually the ones doing the genociding.
people who are obsessing and kind of like
Yeah, you got to remember, this isn't the Israel-Palestine conflict. This is the Israel-Palestine conflict as it conflicts with YouTube drama. So yeah, when I say there's nobody on the planet who thinks this, I'm talking about like YouTube drama viewer audiences. No reasonable person in the audience thinks that.
trying to like what's the word, tone police people with
Hey Nick, my dad wanted me to ask how you feel about the Addams Family pinball machine. I actually play that one a decent chunk on stream, or at least I used to. I got to get back on PS5. I had it on Xbox. I played it in person. I love that machine. It's a classic. Somebody I know at work has one.
the whole from the river to the sea thing. It's the same thing. It's just kind of like basically people draw a line at they will.
Okay, when they say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, that's like the whole place though. So like, yeah, no, I could see why people are a little bit nervous by that slogan. Yeah, no. Again, you just look it up. It looks like it's pretty concerning if you're like, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Mistake something that
I can kind of see both sides of that argument. Just go look at a picture of the area on a map,
is
and you'll kind of see why the people might be a little concerned about that.
totally 100% like just a well, maybe like
How do you feel about the gap in the middle of that one? Well, I mean, realistically, a lot of problems with like drains and pinball is that like sometimes the machines aren't leveled correctly, so you'll get a lot more down the middle drains than are actually intended. A lot of the problems that people have where they say this game sucks, is the place on location that you have it
Nicholas,
at fucked the entire game up when they put it together, and they literally just need to like balance it correctly.
I understand the I'm sorry, I'm getting a little like a little cracked out here. Sorry, I'm but my point is that it is, there's nothing wrong with that, and
Okay, but do you agree that
Dude, is Hutch like emoting right now? I don't want to say anything because I don't know if he's got any conditions, but Hutch is like emoting hard.
things have context, right? You do agree that
I've never talked on stream this long, and
Oh my god, dude. This guy's 3 seconds into a conversation with Mudahar. He's like, dude, I've never been on stream this long. Oh god, I'm so sleepy. Oh no, dude, I'm fucking losing it.
and so
That's fair.
I mean, yeah.
My brain! Somebody
You understand context
Can I
is
just
a
say
thing,
this real
right?
quick, Mudahar? If I continue to kind of like, because there is a point sometimes where I
Dude, this guy sucks so fucking hard, dude.
just like tap out of conversations, and meaning like I cannot have like I just start stuttering like that. So if that's the way it's going to be for me, like we'll talk a little bit longer. But if that's the way it is for me, I'm going to have to bow out, and I'd love to talk to you again in the future. Can we do that?
Dude, if I'm too fucking stupid, I gotta bow out of this combo, dude. I'm sorry.
If like I kind of
Yeah, this guy, every time Ian gets punched, this guy gets a little bit more CTE.
I
Thank
recommend
you!
watching Nicholas
No, that's the-
DeOrio's latest video.
The original full statement is from Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and the full saying is, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be Arab.
Oh.
case, because I want to have this conversation.
Oh,
with-
guys, if you think this is pathetic, what he's doing right here, you're about to find a whole new, like, I don't want to say lol cow, that might be overusing the term.
I just saw Keffel.
But if this guy
tweet
streamed more, he
on
would be.
Nicholas
Full
DeOrio.
stop.
and I am capable of like giving you.
I mean, I just don't know what conversation we could really have. It's like, okay, I asked you, it's like, what does context make any sense? You brought up the river to the sea, right? Like, yeah,
I mean, I'm
sure.
saying-
Obviously,
I'm saying
one could.
I'm saying that's one thing where, and
Well,
actually,
okay, well, let's focus on that one thing. Let's just focus on
Okay,
that
sure.
one thing really quickly, okay? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Now, I have personally never been against the freedom of
It's interesting because Muda's not going to let him walk off either. This is great.
Palestinians. In fact, if you ask me, I think that as Hamas is a designated terror organization, and I believe they should be, as should the IDF. As a Canadian, I don't know why we don't designate both of them. That makes no sense to me. The IDF has done far more in aggression to the Palestinian people in this response to whatever they want to call it, counterterrorism or fighting against the Hamas individuals. It makes no sense to me. But let's be real. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Where does this chant originate? Who is kind of pushing?
Dude, I don't believe that Mudahar just knows this information. He had like one thing he was supposed to come in with, and this is like he had to have been prepped by somebody. There's just no fucking way that he's knowledgeable on this subject.
This, right? If we're looking at the broader context no. If we're looking at the broader context,
look, Jewish voice for peace, basically what you're doing by kind of like,
hold on. I let you speak. I let you speak. Let me speak here. I let you speak.
Wait, I thought this guy was stuttering and fucking stupid. Why all of a sudden he's so aggressive now?
Basically, what you're doing by kind of like,
hold on. I let you speak. I let you speak. Let me speak here. I let you speak. What does this? What does this phrase mean? Does it mean the complete like disestablishment of the Israeli people? Where are those Jews?
Nick, do you know that Vadim was debating on stream for hours before Mudahar came on? I think it's kind of fucked up for the railing on him for being loopy. No, you don't understand. I'm going to substantiate this, but I'm going to rail on him for being loopy because it's extremely funny. All right, we are going to get there. I promise I'll wrap this up in a nice little bow.
Who's going to go? What's going to happen to them?
It means that from the river to the sea, that Palestine will be free. That's free for everybody. That's like.
Now, what about the history of Jews in that area? Middle Eastern Jews. How about how have they been?
Dude, he looks so inconvenienced that Mudahar has any knowledge on the subject.
It's like.
Now, what about the history of Jews in that area? Middle Eastern Jews. How about how have they been dealing? How have they been dealt with in Islamic countries? Have they felt the same freedoms?
Look. This conversation is the exact same as like white just like.
By the way, this is a phrase that even Norm Finkelstein was criticizing.
Who have a problem with Black Lives Matter.
What? What? Wait,
what? This is a phrase that even Norm Finkelstein was criticizing.
Who have a problem with Black Lives Matter. Thinking that...
I don't have a problem.
Dude, Hutch just recoiled in his chair. Did you see that?
Norm Finkelstein was criticizing.
Who have a problem with Black Lives Matter. Thinking,
dude, why are they bringing up bull blacks?
I don't have a problem with Black Lives Matter.
It's exactly that, and
it's not even equivalent at all. We're not looking at the broader context.
Like Mudahar's loss here is not just letting him talk because this argument's ridiculous, and he keeps trying to like talk over the funny part.
Of anything. We're not looking at the broader context of
what
this.
you're doing.
Yeah, dude. Actually, this is a red herring argument.
Like,
if you dissolve the Jewish people, are they able to go home?
Let me just say this, okay, Mudahar. Every person who is like genuinely an activist on behalf of Palestine, people who are not just activists, but extremely influential voices, like your Avi Schleims, like all of just the
just a minx. Is that what you're gonna say?
All of
dude, Avi Schleim and Just a Minx, the two iconic voices of Israel.
You name it. If you talk about someone who is
dude, just a robot, yeah, dude, really just a robot,
who is a voice who is out there, either in America,
yeah, you got your Frogans here,
or beyond, who is advocating for the cause. They are using that term. So what you are doing is that you are saying all of these people.
Bro, look at his chat. Look at his chat right now. Dude, literally look at his chat. I just fucking glanced over. Is Nicholas DeOrio gonna pop out of the woodwork next? Yo, what the fuck?
There's people who there's no fucking way that you can tell me that these people are like actually trying to like suck Hamas's dick or whatever. That the entire pretty much the entire
say my name
the entire sorry, this is like where my brain is kind of tapping out. But
I think what Mudahar...
yeah, my brain. I don't have an answer for this question, dude. I'm brain dead. Please leave me alone.
Movement is doing it. The entire movement is.
I'm having an epileptic pregnancy right now. Get away!
Doing it wrong, but you've got it right. But these people who have all these other
no. Do you think?
Yeah. Why is one wall blue? He's got a green wall, another blue wall. Like, what is happening in here?
Yeah, do you think that the people online on like the Hassan side are the entire movement? Do you think
the fucking pictures aren't like evenly? They don't have the same height.
Like anytime we criticize people for having shitty,
I'm saying like if you go to there's not a rally that you'd go to from Europe to Australia to South America to here, that you will not see versions of that. And
I'm just happy they're having a conversation where every person isn't white.
What is your end goal with this? What is your end goal with this? What do you want?
It's an incredible.
What do you want?
Wait, yeah, look at, dude, this room is so weird. Oh, that's a Mac. I thought that was the TV, that like the TV is facing the wall and not the bed. No, that's a computer. Why is there a computer on the dresser? What's happening?
What do you want to happen in the Middle East right now? What do you want? What is your perfect goal? What do you want to happen? Should the Israeli government completely dissolve its border?
I did not.
It's the Mac is on a dresser facing the wall.
No, this is like so like going all over the place. I thought that you.
This is a streamer in the back rooms.
Bro, I'm asking you.
Dude, somebody's got to address his house situation.
Keepstar Orbiter, Nick Orio, Mr.
You have seen
Oreo.
nothing yet. This segment is nothing
Nick
short of iconic.
WTFI left for a couple of hours. What did I walk into?
You're going to see a lot of fun. A lot of
The
fun.
solution is, do you want the government to be dissolved in Israel? Do you want their borders to be gone, the government gone, all of it just suddenly become Palestine? Do you want that to be
I
the
want
case?
whatever elements of the Israeli government that kind of whatever elements of the Israeli government that kind of enforce. You know what, dude? Like, you got to understand. Like, I have like.
How many wars has Israel went against with Arab countries in the area?
I will totally have. Let's pick up this conversation another time.
What picked up the conversation? You're not answering the most basic question. What is your goal?
Because-
Like, okay, if you believe in this cause so much, what is your
reason why
solution?
I'm not. Look, dude. Listen to me, okay? I'm someone who has I've been battling a fucked up.
You know what my solution
Yes!
is? Do you know what my solution
Oh,
is?
dude, the
Nicholas,
sleep problem.
the goat.
We're gonna learn
Thank you for
so
the
much about the
$5,
sleep
man.
problem, dude. This guy's fucking sleep problem, bro. This guy's panic attacks and doesn't sleep for days.
Answer
You know
this
what
right
the
off.
solution is?
Why? Oh, so you don't care
He's been battling a sleep problem for like the last 5 years, dude. It's amazing. You can see
about
more.
solutions. You don't care about.
Dude, like, I'm gonna just cut ahead, dude. This is him again, dude. Wait, this is him again. Hold on, wait.
I did not get that. And I suppose you could say, I mean, there's no way I can't blame
Nicholas,
Dylan for this.
the goat. Thank you
No
for the
way
$5.
that-
Where is
my
the
man.
sleep thing? Hold on, wait. Dude, he always uses it.
Going on with the Vadim kind of thing. And the honest truth of the matter is, and I have a sleep disorder that has been going on for 15 years. People can just scarcely understand kind of the various ways that affects you. And so in kind of confrontational situations, when again, I can have a debate with some
We're gonna get back. That's a spoiler. There's a whole lot more of this sleep thing, dude. Wait.
Keepstar Orbiter, Nick Orio, Mr. Oreo.
Oh god. Wait, his bedroom is painted like a preschool because he needs regular naps. That's a good point.
You know what my solution is? My solution is I think Muslim countries that have the capacity to deal with it should entertain working with the Israeli government and dealing with these actual errant behaviors, dealing with the dealing with bad parties, making it safer.
Look, dude.
Like, why would you go on and become a political debate guy or engaging these debates on stream if like you have a sleep disorder and you fucking like and you like peter out? I like, this is weird.
This is serious, okay? I
know it's
Like, why do you want to be in this community?
serious. There's people dying. This is not a game to me, okay? There are children, there are men, there are women dying.
Oh god, I could hear this being clipped in the future. Dude, this is gonna be in every video, dude. Mudahar just like, there are children dying overseas, and you're talking about a sleep disorder? That's a little thick there, Muda. Little thick there, dude. Little thick there.
To me, okay? There are
There are children dying!
children, there are men. There are women dying. That is a serious case to me.
That's a serious
any solutions from your side.
If you want to talk to me, because you're just taking a real.
Yeah, he's like alting.
Compared to the bullshit that you put out on the internet.
Whoa, dude, wait. He pissed off Vadim so much he forgot he was tired. Now he's aggressive again. Holy shit.
The sort
what is the most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea? What is the most popular faction that says that? Tell me.
Dude, he went from I can't answer questions to ad hominems immediately, dude. Muda has successfally hit the button.
The most popular faction in the Middle East, in Palestine, that says from the river to the sea.
About this shit when I am like
no. If you should have a basic understanding, I'm a fucking computer.
Did he just say burn in hell?
When I am like
no. If you should have a basic understanding, I'm a fucking computer engineer.
No, he didn't.
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
By the way,
Oreo.
Just leave the call. Like, if you can't handle it, just say, hey, dude, I'm not really feeling up to this right now, and just leave the call. And then you could be like, you could plead the victim or whatever. Oh, God, he just kept coming, dude. I told him I couldn't handle it right now.
What is the most popular faction in Palestine that says from the river to the sea? Tell me right fucking now.
We're done.
What is the most popular?
I told you.
What is the most popular faction?
Asshole.
Like, why is he still fighting, dude? He just looks triggered. Just leave the call.
One, it's a simple answer. Okay, we're going down a name calling. Great. Okay, I'm the asshole, but I'm asking you a simple question. What is it?
I told you. I went into this, you idiot.
What's the name of the guy?
Basic
Keemstar
answer.
I
Nick
went
Oreo.
into this saying that I had already reached a point of kind of exhaustion, and the thing is that like that's a real thing with me because
oh my dude, the fucking sleep shit is so funny, bro. I love it.
For a living, you think I'm not exhausted either? What the?
Dude,
what is the most popular Palestinian faction that says from the river to the sea?
Can you just terminate this so I can
Can you terminate this fucking brown man, please, and get him out of the call? Just terminate the brown man, get him out!
Like, if you want to talk another time, I'm fine to talk to you, but it has to be at a time when I'm like,
you can't answer the most basic questions. Why the f*** do you think I want to waste my time talking
when I am
turn him off! Turn the brown guy off!
Someone who has like
it's Hamas, by the way. It's Hamas, by the way. That's the answer. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard.
So what does Hamas mean when they say it?
Hutch. What?
You've seen their flag.
Can you please terminate this?
Why does it keep saying it's terminate, dude? Can you please atomize this caller, dude? Can you please just vaporize him?
Asking a basic.
Listen, I don't want to force the
Please just vaporize this guy.
conversation if it doesn't. If both parties don't want to do it. But
I'm more than happy to talk to you another time, Mudahar. But the thing is that I have to do it when like I have like.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask you. Before we end this, obviously you're tired. Do you think I was asking you a really difficult question there? Do you think I was trying to do a gotcha to you? Do you honestly think so?
I don't even know what question you're talking about because I was speaking over you.
Okay.
He doesn't even know the question. That's such a bullshit lie. Dude.
Okay. Hold on. Can you listen to
conversation?
Nicholas,
terminate
the goat.
Terminate.
You listen to my question, just in peace. I'm going to answer. I'm going to say it very slowly.
All right. Go ahead. I'll chill out and I'll
ready?
just say my final.
All right. Let's.
Dude, why is he like gripping his arm right now, dude? He's just like, he's fucking like, he's gonna get in the fetal position. He's like, please terminate the call.
Let's redo it. Let's bring it on, okay?
God,
what is the most popular Palestinian faction currently that says from the river to the sea?
Okay, it is not Hamas. Like people all over the
Nicholas
say that
the goat.
And look,
this is crazy.
I asked who in Palestine says it. I didn't say the world.
Stop this bullshit of continuing to ram through. I shouldn't have even started this to begin with. This is what I have to say.
Dude, why is there a duck twerking on the chat right now? Look, the duck just starts going, bro. It's throwing it back right now.
Genuinely have health.
Dude, John Swan is throwing it back right now in the chat.
Okay, like health issues.
I do too, bro. It's part of life.
That make talking at this length. I thought that this was going to be a like 2 to 3 hour conversation with
BBL John Swan,
which I was prepared to talk about.
To be fair,
and this is the thing. What we're talking about is very important, and I'm not going to have a conversation. I am not in a place where
Dude, all this guy's answer, if he spent like a third of the time engaging in this conversation, then like he wouldn't have to keep explaining why he can't be in this conversation. It kind of feels really disingenuous.
can do.
And by the way, this goes on. This loops on for like another 10 minutes. He just doesn't leave the call.
The conversation
Okay, all
we're
right.
having.
We can pick it. We can listen. You haven't eaten any food. I get it.
You haven't eaten any food, dude. I don't think that's the problem. Dude, he's been explaining for 45 minutes that he's got like a fucking sleep disorder. And he's like, I get it. You haven't eaten today. All right, we can just move right on.
We can pick this conversation up another time. I didn't want to force anything. I did ask you for permission if you wanted to speak to both people. I didn't mean to dump anything on you.
Dude, dude, Vadim, you're a total asshole and you're hungry. Go eat a Snickers bar. You fucking loser. Get off the stream.
Be clear. But like, if you want to break and call it there, we can do that.
Totally fine. I asked you to bring him in. So
wait, you invited him on just to say, hey, I'm too fucking retarded to have this conversation right now? This is ridiculous, dude. Now that takes a little bit more sympathy out of the equation. Hey, please come on. By the way, disclaimer, I can't talk to you.
So like, I'm not.
I didn't even know. That's insane. Hey, come on in, dude. I just want to let you know that I won't answer a single thing you said, and I'll act like I'm fucking pussy the entire call.
I'm not saying that you like. I don't think that you were kind of
How old is Vadim? Too old to act like this on stream?
I don't know, like, just being a dick by letting these people in. I said, let's go ahead and do it. But
let's just pick it up another time.
The conversation that I had with Mudahar and other things. I mean, it's exactly like I was telling you. In general, one, I should have just kind of like ducked out after about like 4 hours because, like, basically. Yeah,
it's okay. Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Let's both go get some food. It's all good,
so
and we can pick.
I will talk about Ethan at another point in time.
Okay.
And if Mudahar wants to have a conversation about that, I will resume it with him at a time when my brain is not like.
I love Vadim, bro. He's so funny.
I got you. I understand.
It's Swiss cheese.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Muda, I don't know if you wanted to stick around and talk a little bit longer, but yeah, it's fine.
I just think it's insane. Like, okay, I asked the most basic questions. I got to dip out, bro. I'm easy to dunk on Twitter. I've seen you try to do that to me.
Yeah, like Vadim is the first guy to talk shit on Twitter when nobody's like directly responding back to him. He's done the same thing to me, right? He makes a whole tweet about me, but on the stream, he's such a cowardly pussy. It's so funny.
I've seen you like actually have a conversation. I ask one simple question, and now it's like delay it. Like, what the f, dude? This is why nobody takes this side seriously at all. Like, honest to God, this whole thing is a show.
Dude.
What?
Do you like? Obviously.
Wait, what? Wait, now he's asking Muda a question. What's happening?
This is like you just a moment ago were talking about how important this situation is. I want to have a conversation of this gravity.
Okay, do you think I would have a better time talking to you or a brick wall, honestly? Do you think I'd have a better conversation with you or ChatGPT?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Honest to God, I think I would probably have a better chance talking to ChatGPT. I think talking to you is like talking to a child.
Yeah, I've heard it gives good legal advice. You know?
Okay, so am I right?
Am I ducking out, really? Am I ducking out?
Conversation with me,
bro. You haven't presented yourself. You haven't presented. I didn't ask you an unprepared question. I'm just saying this is not worth my time. Okay, maybe if you were like a Hassan Piker, I might consider it. But honestly, this is just such a waste. Like, you're not doing anything to really. You're not bringing the intellectual like capacity here. You know, like at all.
Mudahar is doing something really smart right now. He is like denying the fact that there will be a follow-up conversation because he looks really good in this one because the guy is just like acting like a total fucking spiraling loser, and it looks like to the naked eye somebody who just can't engage with Mudahar's iconic epic gamer talking points. So he's just collecting his W. He's not really invested in having a second conversation and moving forward. That is the smart thing to do, and you're handed a win this easy.
That's why I'm saying that I can't talk right now. If
to anybody who doesn't know about this guy at all whatsoever, he just sounds like an unhinged lunatic.
Like, that's why I want to talk to you at another time, because I would be able to bring that. I am not having this.
And like, who knows if Mudahar would be able to fucking look good in a conversation if this guy has fucking like a week of prep time, like fucking Batman, dude. You know, sleepless Batman.
Conversation with you because I can't bring that.
So hold
right
on.
now,
I have a bit of time out of my day. I talk to you and then you duck out, and now I have to be pursuant to this conversation later.
I said Dude, I said to you from the beginning, I will continue this. Like, before you even came in, you like dipshit, you manipulative asshole. I said,
I'm manipulative.
Oh my dude, he sounds so soy when he curses at people. That's extremely funny.
What did I do? Wait, hold on. What did I do?
Bring you in, but that, like,
Someone in here said they have clips of Vadim shit talking me the next day. I didn't even cover this. What?
It probably was tapped out, and then I would not.
Did they have? Can you put them in the Discord?
God, you're like
then,
I don't even know where this guy's channel is these days.
You got here. Then when you got here, I said, like, look, if this is the way that it goes, I'm gonna have.
How long have you been talking about Israel and Palestine for before me? Was it how many months was it? How many months were you talking about this?
Like from the get-go, dude. Like,
okay, so from the get-go, but you can't spend an extra 20 minutes talking to me on those basic questions.
no,
when you get
because
caught
again,
up,
I like want to talk at a time. What you want to do here is that you want a conversation when my brain.
Dude, you want to get me on my weakest, dude. I'm actually coming in here to clap for you. Like, holy shit.
I asked you basic questions and you couldn't answer that.
Advantage of that. You already have
Taken advantage.
If you, yes, like I've told you.
Man, I'm sorry. I asked you a basic question. That's taking advantage.
Dude, do you like actually like understand that sometimes people like I have a disability.
I understand when people are disingenuous like you, and when they're caught in lies, they have to stammer like bitches and then fucking back out of a conversation. That's what I understand. I understand when somebody can't understand the word retract.
I don't understand. Why can't you answer the question? I have a disability. Who cares?
You don't know shit.
When you don't understand, when you don't know the definition of what a retraction is, I can figure out your intellectual capacity
on this guy, dude. And so I can.
Dude, can we clip this guy saying I have a disability so I can make that a soundbite? If he.
So I can
do donation sound, just him screaming, "I have a disability."
Go f yourself, dude. If you like if you want to have a conversation with me at a time when I'm prepared to have it, you'll
Bro, why did you let him come on?
I promise.
All right, you will lose. You lose, sir. What is this?
This is not a game to me, okay? There are children, there are men, there are women dying.
That's a crazy clip, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the Muda lovers in the chat. That's a crazy clip.
Oh my god, the Jedi mind tricks. I'm so scared of them. Ooh.
Let's just call Hard out.
I'm sorry. That's corny as shit, dude. I'm sorry.
Vadim, it's all good. Go get some food.
Say something. I need you to get rid of him, and then I'm going to say something, and then we'll do that.
Hutch, don't worry, Hutch. I'll leave, okay? He needs the hug box.
All right.
I'll leave.
I'll talk to you later,
Thanks
Muda.
for having me on, brother. Later.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, let's give you the final. We need to get some food in you, brother, because
no.
Is he gonna keep shit talking Muda now, or is he done?
To be clear, I just want to say I'm conscious about like not springing shit on people. I was very deliberate when I asked you to bring people on. I would not have insisted. If you said no, I would have been fine.
A lot of things that you said over the course of this conversation.
Literally,
zero problem with you bringing those people in.
Okay. All right.
I asked for it. I know that it kind of like probably like looked really bad because my brain is like spent, but like I just want to say this, like when it comes to like what.
Bro, just get off the fucking stream. Stop wanting to say more shit, dude. I'm too tired. I've got to go. Sorry, guys. I have a thing.
Mudahar, like I don't know. I should not have like allowed the guy in because it was just like my point is,
dude, his head is just like, holy shit, I'm gonna be so fucking owned on Twitter tomorrow. Holy fuck, dude. No.
Is that, man, I get really
constant victim. You're like victim, dude. Victim.
Frazzled when I am if you go to my...
He looks more destroyed than Deji's dog.
To my YouTube page.
Yeah, it's like Flamenco. Flamenco, just get out of the fucking call.
See, I have multiple videos. In fact, the last video that I did was like 2 years ago talking about an insane... Like it's not really even a sleep problem. It's kind of like a cross...
Wait, he's got videos on his channel discussing his sleep problem? I need this, bro. Dude, I did videos as recently as 2 years ago telling everybody about my fucking disability and how I'm too stupid when I get tired.
Between... insomnia and
long COVID.
Like I get God.
Do you have insurance? Do you have insurance?
I can't talk.
You have insurance?
Yeah, I do, but it hasn't been helped. Like
that would be sleep aids to help you with that.
Difficult time getting it addressed. It's basically been like 20 years, and I have like it's not actual seizures, but it's like,
dude, I have seizures, but they're not actually seizures, dude. They're like kind of seizure, you know.
they feel like sort
Why
of
does
like
he keep talking about this?
seizures. It's basically like
Ask your doctor about Seroquel, man, because I take a drug called Seroquel, and that shit will knock you the fuck out. And I'm not a
tried
drug
Seroquel.
licensed pharmacist, disclaimer, but yeah.
I've tried everything, including Seroquel. Lunesta is what I take, but it only helps like a certain amount. But the point is that I
got you. Here, let's pick it up. Hold on.
I want to say.
Dude, he's stuttering. It's like I got loyalty inside my DNA.
As poorly as I was functioning through certain portions of this discussion, I have days where like I can barely string a sentence together.
Okay.
So
I'm not shocked about
What's
that.
the
But I
name
don't know
of
if
the
that's
guy?
necessarily.
Keemstar Orbiter. Nick
Holy
Oreo.
fuck, dude.
Mr. Oreo.
Thank you.
He hasn't slept in 20 years. Give him a break.
This is
He's
good news,
clinically
Mark.
regarded.
You can stay awake for 30 years.
So this is the last thing that I'm going to say. The reason why I would not have that conversation with Mudahar, he's like trying to make it sound like I was like some sort of like about to use the R slur, but I don't like using that.
He's so tired. He almost popped the slur.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter.
This guy
Nick
sucks.
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Thank you.
Word who it literally is
Yeah, he's acting pretty retarded right now.
that I do not want to have conversations like this that are important when I know that I can't do justice to those conversations. As it stands, I'm sure that there's shit that's going to be clipped out of this that is the reason.
Dude, all he's worried about in his sleep-deprecated fucking retard moment he's having right now is how bad he's gonna look tomorrow on Twitter. That's his biggest problem. It's not the sleep, it's the fact that he looked like a total fucking loser. And that's the only thing he can consider out of this whole thing.
Why I try not to do that stuff. But that's
And I didn't even clip it, I just played the whole call.
That's exactly why I was ducking out at the time I did, and I would love to have a conversation about him. I
would love to have a conversation about him now that he's left the call.
That stuff with him when I'm just like mentally there.
All right, so let's
Dude, Hutch is like, that's great, dude. You've been kind of going on this long tangent for like 25 minutes now. I get it, dude. Yeah, you got a fucking like disability or something. Can we just like move on, please?
Another time.
What's
you
the
go get
name
some
of
food.
the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Go get some rest, whatever you got to do.
All
But
right, okay.
I do appreciate you talking to me, and we'll talk again.
Yeah, we'll talk again. All right, have a good one.
Bye bye.
Holy fuck, dude.
Hey man.
I think we were just a bit behind, but it seemed like he was saying bye.
Yeah.
So, all right, I want to show you this. We're going to take a look at this after, but I do want to kind of go through an old thing that happened. Are you guys familiar with like the Hippy Dippy Royale? If you don't know politic YouTube at all whatsoever, I was researching a Vosh video back in 2021, so I became accustomed with a lot of the Twitch poll people. It's how I met Stardust, it's how I met Chud Logic, it's how I met all those people from that side of the internet. And one of the things I actually saw was this cool debate panel. Actually, I think the best thing to pull up, like there would be some really funny shit here. It's this one. Yeah.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo.
Yeah.
Mr.
So
Oreo.
in these debate panels or whatever, it would be like a WWE wrestling show. If you won the Hippy Dippy Royale, you'd get a belt. Okay. So I think like Vosh was a winner, Destiny was a winner, CTV was a winner, and in this debate, it's Chud Logic back when he was a VTuber and didn't show his face, and Aristocracy. Aristocracy being a political YouTuber at the time who I don't really think makes much content anymore, but she was pretty good when she was around.
And they will make you feel.
So in this one, they're debating anarchism with two anarchists or whatever. What is the actual subject matter? I forget, but it's fantastic.
I would like to welcome you all. So the rules are simple. They're hippy dippy standard rules.
You can hear it's got like the wrestling aesthetic to it.
Not talk over me while
It was supposed to be like a fun political thing, because a lot of the political debates were really boring. It was just like, hey guys, we're going to talk about trans issues again for the 50,000th time, and that's the stream. That was most panels. Hey guys, we're going to talk about trans issues, and then we're going to leave, and then we're going to feel either bad or good about it afterwards. and we're gonna cope on stream for 45 minutes about how we did. Right? This was supposed to be like, hey, variety of subjects, get everybody involved. It could be a cool, fun time where everybody comes together and fights on stream, like internet blood sports about politics.
I'm talking.
Yeah, it's like the morning Kumite, but like not those people.
You do not do any like attacks on people's like inheritable characteristics. You can't be like, hey, look at this dumb fucking cartoon. I understand. I feel it too, but we cannot do that tonight. Okay? We are not allowed any-
And again, Dylan Burns right there. I can't say enough good things about Dylan.
The guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Dylan Burns was actually in Ukraine. This guy was a war journalist who fucking moved to Ukraine or whatever for a short time. Actually, I think he might even have gone back multiple times after TwitchCon. And he was on he was like a couple miles away from conflict zones to do wartime journalism over there because he's so passionate about it. He's like everything Hassan Piker wishes he was or tries to portray himself as is Dylan Burns. I can't respect him enough.
VTuber discrimination because their civil rights organizations have got involved. Ugh, whatever. And advertisers, of course. But that's the basic rules. I don't think I need to explain it to all of you because all of you have been participants of my events for so long. And so we're probably just going to go straight into it since you've already been introduced. The topic is child labor, and should it be legal?
Dude, should child labor be legal? So Chud and Eris versus the two anarchist people on the bottom.
I think we all agree that's the topic. Should it be legal?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Wonderful. So, since they are arguing in the affirmative, I'm going to allow Market Justice Warriors to go first. I'm going to give you guys...
So Market Justice Warriors comes out and gives like a reasonable opening statement.
Go.
Username first.
Okay, either. It doesn't matter. Go.
Go.
Thank you, Dylan. Okay, it's very easy to say, think of the children, right? Think of the children.
That's a crazy... Oh, I'm sorry. Bro, I'm sorry. I didn't expect that to be his opening statement. What the fuck?
I think you're going to hear our opponents saying that a lot tonight. They're going to tell you about...
Dude, he really did not expect this.
Children toiling away in sweatshops and mines, and they will make you feel like, I don't like that. Make it go away. Make it go away.
So I don't think that Eris was briefed on what Chud was about to do when he started talking. But dude, where is the
infinite?
So he's giving his opening speech right now. We don't really care about that. It's not super relevant to the stream. But I'm just trying to give you an understanding of what Hippy Dippy is.
Nicholas, the GOAT.
And this is the greatest match they ever had.
Place child workers ended up in even worse jobs or on the streets, and then a significant number were forced into prostitution. And I yield my time.
Okay, now Toontown, you will be allotted 5 minutes as well.
Here we go.
You can start in any way you want.
All right. So child labor is inherently exploitative by definition, right? I think our opponents are arguing for youth employment. So there is a bit of a definitional issue here. But for the sake of the argument, I'll explain.
Wait, when does Chud come in? I'm completely wrong here.
So
is it right when they start? Oh, Chud Logic has his own opening statement. I apologize. So Eris gives like a normal statement, and then when Eris is done, Chud comes in.
Not just for the betterment of children, as my opponents thought that I was going to be arguing, right? Or for their dignity, but for the betterment of society as a whole. And I'd like Chud to now speak.
Okay, really simple. Child labour laws are necessary to prevent perverse incentives that will lead children to dangerous, exploitative circumstances. At the end of the day, this comes down to consent. If you think children can consent to all forms of labour without any legal oversight, I'd have to ask the ANCAPs, what else do you think children can consent to?
Is that your ending of your opening study? Okay, so now it is an open period. You guys have about it. You guys have.
Why do you guys think there should be 13-year-old strippers?
Pause. I'm going to answer aristocracies before I go to your meme question, but don't worry.
No, it's a serious question. I didn't listen
No,
to
it's
opening
not.
statements
No,
because
it's
it was
not.
fucking
If you
snoozer
don't-
shit.
if you don't-
Why do you want 13-year-old strippers? I ain't pausing for nothing.
Chud logic.
Tell me about the 13-year-old strippers that you want. Go on.
Chud logic. If you can't tell the difference between someone working in the textile industry,
dude, I'm sorry. Chud is one of like the funniest fucking people on the internet, dude. And he's a fucking wrestler. You can't even see it because the chat's blocking it. He's a fucking wrestler asking why they like 13-year-old strippers. This is the opening statement for an hour and 20-minute debate.
and sex prostitution and things like that, which you're hinting at, then I have a question. Are you a pedophile?
What the fuck happened? Dude, they lost control of the debate 3 minutes in.
Well, no, I'm not a pedophile. You're the one that wants to
Okay,
abolish
all right,
child
well, then
labour
you know
laws,
the
so you want child
difference. So shut the
prostitutes,
fuck up.
and you want
No,
there to
you
be
know
child
the difference.
strippers. There's no
Chad, I think
legislation.
you asked a reasonable question.
Yeah,
What can
I
a
did.
child
Thank you.
consent
Thank
to?
you.
So let me ask you this: do you think a child could consent to, say, go to school?
I don't. Well, I think a child can consent to go to school, yeah, but that's a place of like safety and learning for them, isn't it? It's not being a stripper. Are you saying that going to school is like being a stripper for a kid? Is that
Okay, so you guys get the point here. This is the Hippy Dippy Royale. This is the show. That's what they do here. So
Nicholas,
in one of them,
the goat. Thank you for
there was a
$5,
final,
my
right,
man.
where Demon Mama was debating against Destiny. Remember Demon Mama, the bathtub estrogen girl, right? The brewing a pot of bathtub estrogen. That was Demon Mama's thing or whatever. That's what she was like joked about.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
So Demon Mama
my
was
man.
debating Destiny in the Hippy Dippy final. Afterward, it turned out that Dylan had misread the ranked choice vote. I think there are clips for everything here. So this is the official thing. So the three people, Katarana, I think wasn't Katarana the one who fucked wait, isn't that the girlfriend of what's his fucking name? Carson. That's Call Me Carson's ex-girlfriend who like fucked through like why is she there, bro? Why is Katarana the one who voted? And then Danabo is somebody who's affiliated with the show, and Vadim. That's actually Vadim right there. Vadim is the guy.
What's the name of the guy?
Big man.
Keemstar
That's
Orbiter?
Caterino.
Nick
Catarana is
Oreo.
not Caterino.
Mr.
Sorry.
Oreo.
Sorry. I unfortunately mixed up two people again. Sorry. Caterino is not Catarana. Sorry. Sorry. I have unfortunately two similar names. No! We've defamed them. And he thought Vadim had switched his vote to Destiny. Vadim corrected the record by then posting about it to Twitter. New tab. Let me just make sure that we're not pulling up my DMs. Yeah, okay. So then, again, keep in mind, this is just like a casual fucking like debate fun show. So Vadim fires up a tweet and he goes, so the voting on Hippy Dippy got botched. I thought deserved it, and then said it's ranked voting, meaning the ranked choice is voting. I'd say Destiny came in second. Somebody fucked up. Maybe I'm to blame. Maybe it's Dylan. You be the judge. CTV. Am I voting for the winner or someone to get kicked off? Who wins? Oh, Demon Mama. If it's ranked choice voting, then Destiny is my second choice. Lol, Vadim, it shall be explained soon. What's going on? I said it from the top. I said if we have to. So these messages paired with the clip make it clear that tomfoolery is afoot. Either Dylan Burns lacks the ability to read, or he has lied to his audience to rig the vote for Destiny. This got really fucking like unhinged really fucking quickly, and it's extremely funny. So now this caused Demon Mama and Dylan to have a chat on the matter. So after the Hippy Dippy Royale, Demon Mama kept streaming, having a meltdown. So Dylan called in to try to like explain this was just like a fucking funny wrestling show. Like she was panicking and got really upset about it. Now obviously Dylan didn't want to just change things after announcing a winner and didn't care that much, but Demon Mama and Vadim very much did. Now that's fine. It's true according to the votes the DM should win. Even Destiny said so. But Demon wanted to get a rematch right away and made Dylan feel bad about it. Here.
And I'm being very gracious and offering a let's fix this now solution. We got all the viewers. The viewers are still here. Destiny's still streaming. All the judges are still here.
Destiny will do it?
I think Destiny will do it right now. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I'll message him. I'll see if it can happen right now. If it doesn't happen right now,
Katarana was the person who dated Dylan. Oh, was Katarana the one with the? I don't want to guess anymore. I'm not guessing. I keep guessing wrong. Oh wait, what? I thought was she related to the Prime Kai's thing? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know. That was Katarana. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it so quiet? Say something, Demon Mama. I'm giving up on you. Jesus. It was okay. Dude, Demon Mama's like frozen right now in time. Oh wait, no, am I stupid? Where's the audio? Oh, it's me. I'm stupid. I'm the dumb one.
So this is a hostage situation.
Dylan, don't do that.
We can have it right now. If it doesn't happen right now, then we'll have to schedule it for another day.
Yeah.
So now Vadim chimes in, dude. This is big sleepy man's.
Well, maybe we won't.
Okay, then just Destiny's champion.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
you're
we
gonna
can
say
just
that.
make it
Oh,
simple.
so this is a hostage situation.
Dylan, don't do that. Don't do that, man. It's not.
I'm going to do
it. You had a lot of champagne tonight, dude. Like, are you sure that you're? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess you were drinking apple cider. Okay.
What's it called?
Dylan, you're drunk. Dylan, go home.
Hey, Manischewitz.
Okay.
Good stuff.
I mean, look. I can understand. Like, it's a high pressure situation. You know, you can just. I'm asking you. Don't just make Destiny the winner here. It's clearly not the right thing to do. It just isn't. I mean, and this is not a partisan thing.
Wait, what is this clip?
About it.
Wait, hold on.
And I'm offering you. I'm being very.
Wait, what is this clip I just got sent? What is this? Hold on.
She was gonna win. She was like, well, he said a lot of really nasty.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Hold on. No, stop! Let me fucking speak for myself. I'm so tired of this. I've been screamed over so many times. Let me fucking speak for myself. Let me speak!
Dude, I love this drama, bro. I love this so much. I love this. I love this drama. I love the Lumbee tribe. So that's fine and true. According to these votes, Demon Mama should win. Even Destiny said so. But do pay attention to how Demon Mama wanted a rematch right away and try to make Dylan feel bad about it. On multiple occasions, Dylan said he would make a decision to give the win to Destiny and schedule a second match for the belt. But Demon Mama and Vadim would not accept it. So let's see this clip.
Well, if you want me to make an executive decision, then I'll make the executive decision right now. Fine. Destiny won. Now, do you want a match with Destiny to sort out the problem?
Well, let's plan it. Okay? Let's plan that.
Wonderful.
Let's plan that.
Excited to continue doing business with you.
Sure.
You have a wonderful day, and I know your chat.
You have to realize
me and the big fans.
this was also really early in the morning too. So this is when Vadim is like he's in like peak sleep hour.
Program. They've supported us for a long time, and we'll continue to.
Also, yeah, fucking Demon Mama is shaking in anger right now, legitimately shaking.
The fans in chat.
People are going to be a little mad about that. I mean, don't you think?
Oh, really? It's like the Ethan Klein shit. Like, I don't blame you personally, Dylan, but I can't really speak for everybody else. I think they're going to be kind of mad.
No,
at least,
I don't think there's anyone.
Can you at least own that there's something?
Vosh? Nah. Vosh screwed Vosh. Xanderhall screwed Xanderhall. And now I'm showing myself as a respectable businessman.
I see.
Moving forward.
I see.
Dude, she's literally shaking.
I don't know what you folks are talking about. I mean, I've never suspected. I'm just a man who cares about the integrity of the business, which I respect deeply.
And Dylan is in character right now, pretending to be like fucking, like, what's his name from the WWE? Yeah. Like, he is not taking this seriously at all. Like, he's like pretending to be Vince McMahon while fucking Demon Mama is convulsing on the screen.
Damn. All right,
like,
well,
this is so disrespectful, dude.
Dylan, you've made your choice. You made your choice a bit ago. Appreciate it. Maybe we'll talk about some business in the future, though. I don't know. It kind of reflects poorly on the business when things go out like this.
She's so mad.
On the business, I think
what did I do?
Dude, why does Dylan Burns, when he's talking about business, turn into Vosh? You know, like, you ever see the clip where Vosh turns into a slave owner when he's talking to the black woman? Fuck, dude, I need that. I need that clip. When, like, the black woman calls out Vosh and he's like, well, I actually have to say. Like, he just starts, he talks in, like, a deep southern drawl. His racist ancestors took over the conversation to annihilate the... What I actually would say on this one, ma'am. Madam.
I'm looking at the votes right here. And if I got this scheduled out correctly, this is a clerical error that should be solved immediately. We shouldn't let somebody who's not the champion.
If you want me to make an executive...
Dude, this is so good. Here, let me move back to the thing. So then, obviously, that happens. That transpires. And then, but Demon Mama and Vadim will not accept it. Okay, so we pop over here. This is the
I
accepting
don't
it
give a
part.
fuck about this anymore. We're gonna have a second match, okay? Simple as.
Wait, hold on a second.
I
feel like I'm being strong-armed into a second match
here. The
here.
winner is Destiny, Stephen Bunnell, Hippy Dippy champion, and you have a follow-up match or you don't. Take the gift.
That's not a gift, buddy.
Well,
you say this is about respectful business. Wow.
Yeah, Watch turned into Foghorn. I said.
Business.
Yeah. Well, who has respect for the business?
I don't.
I'm the one.
I don't
here.
think that this is fair. I hate to be in this position, but I just Dylan, I don't think you're being fair. Like it makes sense that like God, I'm out of it. I feel really weird in this situation. I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Then you will remove you from it. I'm making the executive decision.
Nice.
Now we're gonna have a follow-up match, and
Well,
that's how we'll decide.
Maybe. Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, fair enough.
Wonderful.
Listen, your own whistleblower. If you want to disregard that, I guess I don't know. I guess we found out. We found out who really respects the business.
Holy shit, dude. Another common theme would be Demon Mama saying Dylan should make a decision and then not respect said decision. Finally, after pressuring from Demon Mama and Dylan for a second vote to remove all the ambiguity, with Demon Mama saying it's perfectly fair and she'll accept it if it doesn't go her way. So now, because they keep dragging Dylan, Vadim and Demon Mama force a second vote in the call, okay?
We'll just have another vote then, and eliminate it to only Demon Mama, Destiny, and have the three judges make a vote.
I'm perfectly.
Does anybody have the raw, or does the raw for the stream exist?
Fine with
that
that.
way, then.
If you want to have a three-way vote and it's fair and
Okay.
everybody's votes are going to be tallied between me and
We'll
Destiny,
even have every judge in here, and they'll have to do it directly. So it's all-
absolutely go for it. In fact, you can even bring Destiny in if you want to. You can add people to this call. Add everybody to the call. I'm perfectly fine with that. And if that's the way you want to do it, that's fine. But I think
do
that
it
it's
that way,
perfectly fair to do this. I think it's perfectly fair.
Yep.
I don't think the meltdown
We just have
stream
another
is still
vote
up.
then, and eliminate it to only.
Because I would love to have the raw for this. I didn't even think to look it up. About how she'll accept it if it doesn't go her way.
Fair win or a fair loss. And I think the fair way would be to go and count those votes. But if we want to do a revote, if you want to do a recount, fine. Let's do a recount. And if it's like if it turns out Al Gore style, fine, I'll take it.
Oh my god, dude.
Fair win.
Dude, she fucking primed it so much. An important note before the revote is how Vadim said that he would defer to the contestants, Demon Mama and Destiny, and that his opinion doesn't really matter as well.
The fairest thing, if you don't get the championship, is to have another debate between the two of you, and then go from there.
Well, but that forces me to have another debate with somebody who I, quite frankly, if you take a look at what how he.
Oh, now she doesn't want to debate Destiny anymore. That's even funnier, dude.
About me the day before the debate. I'm super comfortable with that, but I will.
That's a good point, and
I mean,
you know,
didn't he
as
refer
a
to me?
participant, as a participant, you know, I'm just going to defer to you. Like you, what you and Destiny want to do is kind of like, I think the more important than what I as a judge.
Oh, I got it here. This is the fucking clip. This is the fucking clip, dude. Yeah, when Vosh breaks into a fucking racist
for me to actually politically represent my interests.
My point here ain't about criticizing your vote. So,
dude, he's debating a black. Listen, my point here. I said it's not about criticizing your vote.
For me to actually
darling,
represent my interests.
I'm not. My point here ain't about criticizing your vote. So that only two people were going to be president, and there were only two real paths to FBI.
No. But those are two different. But
he just explodes. The spirit of his fucking racist ancestors exploded into the scene to defeat the black woman immediately. Dude, they could not have their fucking descendant lose this debate.
Think is fair.
No pressure goes onto you. You submitted your votes honestly. I've got them tallied on the screen honestly as they were taken, as they were told to me.
Nicholas,
yeah.
To be fair, though, Demon Mama, you were just talking about how you wanted Destiny to come back in here and like finish it like that. So,
if you want to do it like that, sure, we can do it right now. I don't want anybody parading away the victory when it's not honest. If he wants to come in here and do it, but I mean, you did also offer for a revote. I think.
I don't want to debate Destiny ever again, but you said you wanted to debate Destiny again.
Nicholas,
oh
the
man.
goat. Thank you for the $5,
dude. So wait, so this is like part of the crescendo. This is part of the crescendo. The revote happens, right? After like an hour or two of them fucking freaking out.
Then you.
I
don't.
no.
All right. We're gonna do the vote.
Do your vote.
Okay. Vadim, who do you vote for?
Demon Mama.
Okay. Colorado, who do you vote for? They can't hear you. Okay. Jannibal, who do you vote for?
That make me the final vote. I feel...
Remember the speeches.
Okay. I was unclear on how the voting worked. I would have. I would have voted Destiny, and I.
Oh my fucking god!
Destiny. Destiny.
Look at her fucking face.
There you have it.
You sure you don't want another thing? We can have another match.
Long drag of the cigarette, dude. Long drag of the cigarette, dude. This is insane.
Wait. So that wasn't. You said that you did not know how.
We all agreed to it.
What?
Wait, this is the judge who's bringing this up.
Dude, and then Vadim fucking has a panic attack. He was like, the judge said. Oh,
Dylan. This is the judge.
Come on. Look. Okay, so I'm just asking. I don't know who it is, but he says that he did not understand how things were, how the voting went. So wait, did you originally vote Hunter, and you voted Hunter thinking that you were voting for him to lose? Like I don't. Where was the misunderstanding?
Dude, this is why, like, with all the politics people are like, you're so unserious. All these drama slop tubers are so unserious. It's like, I can't take any of these people fucking seriously, dude. It's actually fucking hilarious. Holy fuck. Like, they're all man-children, too. Like, dude, Vadim is, like, a pathetic entity.
The misunderstanding came after when everybody confused it by...
Like, all the political streamers try to pretend like they're better than everybody, and then you get to look at them like this. You get to hear them freak out like this.
30-minute conversation that ruined my brain. I picked Destiny.
Wait, but you didn't pick Destiny originally, right?
That's why it's called a revote, Vadim. It's a revote.
Not picked Hunter.
Wait, but who do you think
You picked Hunter. So when you picked Hunter,
didn't.
Why did you pick? Did you pick Hunter as the winner?
You and Jerry Springer now?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're doing a thing where people.
All right, listen. If you're in the chat and you're like fucking triggered that I'm calling Demon Mama a her because Demon Mama's trans, I'm just gonna ban you. Like if you're like actually so triggered that you've mentioned it like 15 times, you're out.
Their votes. Okay, all right. That's unfair though, because the thing is that like the whole point of the voting system is. We're supposed to not be.
Wait, you just said you wanted a revote, so my revote.
No.
Well, Dylan left anyway.
I didn't. I
looks like it's done.
Okay, all right.
I just agreed to it.
Yeah.
All right. This is.
That's so funny.
Not been fair,
dude. After the vote, fucking Dylan probably was laughing his ass off. Literally just left the call.
I mean, I really don't like being the one to say it, but it is unfair. So I have to just say what's. I just have to say the fucking truth. I haven't had an awkward situation like this online.
Dude, Vadim is just like it's the same shit with the Muda combo, isn't it? Oh, I haven't had an awkward situation like this in a real long time. You just gotta start breaking into the sleep patterns.
Years.
It is.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's just out of my hands at this point, you know. But I stand by this. This is weird.
Destiny agreed to have another match if you wanted one.
Right now?
I don't know if he said right now, but he said you want to have another match.
Ask him right now. Ask him if he'll do it right now.
It's 7 o'clock at night.
So, what? Are you all lightweights? Is that a problem, or is it too late?
Oh my god, dude, I was watching this live at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Finally, the revote. By the way, this actually seriously emulates like this is the January 6th of debates. That's actually such an accurate comparison. This is literally the January 6th of panel debates. Holy fuck, dude. No way. Finally, the revote happens. It turns out Danabo had a misunderstanding. Vadim proceeds to not accept the result. This is when Demon Mama goes dishonest and jumps in to try to wiggle out of her previous statement about accepting the results. Of course, that was when she thought she was going to win. She tries to use the fact that Vadim had an issue with the result to contest things, of course, utterly irrelevant, since Vadim had already said he would defer to her. Beyond that, it's of very little importance because things have been clarified and we clearly know where the judges stood. This should be the end of the conversation. All right, here. Oh, God.
There was confusion, not only from me, because I don't really fully understand ranked choice voting, but I guess there was confusion for Danabo as well, as he has stated, right?
Okay.
I thought ranked choice voting was like you just kind of go down it, and I guess I fucked it up.
Okay.
Either way,
Okay.
we agreed to a re-thing, then we did the re-thing, and Vadim, you agreed to defer to Demon Mama. Demon Mama agreed to it, and then we did it. And now we're back to debating the ranked choice
Wait,
voting.
but that's not because of me. That's because of one of your judges has an issue with the way that it was going. So why don't you sort that with your judges? You are the businessman here. You're the preeminent businessman.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
should
the
sort it with your
business-
judges.
Yeah, I'm the businessman, but he agreed.
Yeah,
I-
but sort it with
and
your
I'm
judges.
gonna make another match.
Why don't you
By the
hear?
way,
Why don't you?
$5, my man.
There was confusion, not only from me, because I don't really fully understand ranked choice voting, but I guess there was confusion for Danabo as well, as he has stated, right?
Okay.
So wait, while this was happening, eventually, fucking this conversation just drives off a cliff.
Rooting for Demon Mama.
So you got to hear like Vadim start to freak out because that's why I really wanted to we'll go back to that in a second.
Kind of a pain in the ass, and the only reason why I'm going through it is because I'm doing what I think is kind of honest and justified.
Wait, hold on. We have to go back a little further.
I believe.
Comfortable or not, or whatever, is not really relevant. It's who they would have voted for on the second vote. So the second vote, which was clarified, seems to stand at who people would have voted for. Now the first
Do you think these people have day jobs? Probably everyone but Destiny needs one. I don't know if they have one.
one, people had issues because they weren't sure about the second or third place. But it feels a little bit weird that somebody would agree to a second vote, and then only when the
By the way, yeah, this is like the most OCD setup I've ever seen in my life. Is OCD the right word? I don't know. This is the most ADHD setup I've ever seen.
results come out a certain way, they would say, well, actually, let's go back to the first vote.
I believe I spoke up several times saying like, why are we even doing this? Like I don't think we should have to do this.
Then why did you
I said
vote?
that
Wait, then why did you want to do another vote if you didn't know that we should have to do it? Like, you literally heard him say before that he would defer to Demon Mama and they should do a recount.
Because I felt bullied into the fucking situation.
Wait, now he was bullied into it, dude. Come on.
Well, that's part of your responsibility of being a judge.
And honestly, dude, I'll just be like I'm being 100% honest here, dude. Like, I nearly voted for you. You're an excellent competitor.
That's fine. You don't have to suck me out. You don't have to vote.
No,
That's fine.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to like impress you. I'm not.
Yeah, you know, that's actually a really good comparison. This is like the Bo Blacks of the politics community. Yeah.
Like trying to impress you or like, you know, like gain your sympathy, your friendship here. But I'm just being honest because you're kind of portraying me as someone who like the only thing that I'm doing here is like because this is kind of a pain in the ass, and the only reason why I'm going through it is because I'm doing what I think is kind of honest and justified within this situation. And so no, if you're
dude, he's just talking. He doesn't know where the sentence ends. He just keeps going.
You're making it sound as though like my only the only way that I would be happy here is if you know that I'm like unfairly rooting for Demon Mama here. That's
what do you think? What is the solution? Do you think?
Thank you for the $5, my man.
I mean, I think that the solution, would you guys? I mean, like, I don't know because like on one hand,
right now, if you want to do a second debate right now,
I'm okay with that.
Dude, why does Vadim's fucking opinion matter? Oh, I could do another debate right now. Bro, Vadim, you're the fucking judge. They can just get another judge. You don't need to be here.
I'll stay up for that. Like I'm
cancel the John Zerka appearance.
I have to do it. I told him I wouldn't. I literally bailed on him last week because I was out of town. So I mean,
guys, you know, like honestly, I have like you know, I have like a severe sleep issue. Like, it really fucks with my head. And when I am severely underslept as I am right now, and I'm in stressful situations, I don't deal with them very well. So if I'm kind of like, you know, if you see some like sort of like indecision on my part, if you see me kind of...
Dude, I'm sorry. Every time this guy shows up, this is the only thing I can think of. This is fucking 4 years ago. It's still the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Like, Like why is Vadim like all over the place? That's exactly why. So
you can't. If anything, he's consistently bad at sleeping. He's the most consistent non-sleeper I've ever seen, dude.
Want to be honest about that right now. I'm fine watching another.
No, bro. I fucking got the Destiny POV. So he just started bawling out, dude. Holy shit.
Be honest about that right now. I'm fine watching another debate and judging it. I'll be impartial for that. But yeah,
how could you watch another debate right now if your brain is so scrambled from tiredness that you feel like you can't conduct yourself in a manner that is like reasonable or coherent?
Well, I'll do my best. It's more so that like when I get into
he's fucking scrambled eggs for brains, dude. Holy shit.
A combination of this tired and I'm put in kind of like a stressful.
Dude, then all of a sudden Mudahar joins the call and starts debating him from the future.
Situation. Sometimes I don't always kind of verbally perform as well as I'd like to.
Dude, this guy should just stop calling into live streams. I've got the solution. I've got the final solution to your problem, all right? Just stop calling in, dude.
Maybe
this guy has not gotten a day better in fucking 4 years.
Just kind of don't. My answers aren't as good as they would be if I. Not. So that's what I'm saying, and the reason why I'm just going out of my way to say it is because I am feeling like a little awkward here. That some people may be thinking like. That I'm just kind of acting dishonestly in Demon Mama's favor.
So technically, this is kind of like a debate. So can we have the judges just vote on this one?
Well, I just got here.
I think a lot of things have been
I just got here, right? So like I have.
Oh God, CTV came on, dude. CTV would fucking show up. He's got like the southern drawl. He's the only conservative who is on Twitch, and he'd be like, "Oh," and he like howl and shit, dude. Oh,
a couple of questions.
Yes.
One,
I just got a couple of questions for you.
It seems like that there seems to be some disparity between the judges' votes, right, and what actually happened. So then, like, the question then becomes for me is like, at what point are the participants in what is frankly Dylan Burns' content going to just be understood, right? Instead of claiming victim mentality and then like, oh, the shit was rigged and like all this other stuff. Because frankly, like, the only other person that intellectually was on my fucking level was Destiny, right? Anybody else?
Dude, this is so fucking great. Unironically, I wish the show would come back. This is probably the best episode they ever did. And it's like, this is all real. Like, all these people are real.
Could have fucked off. Then that right there is the fucking truth.
CTV, you are so full of shit right now. It's not even.
CTV is coming on, doing a fucking thing. Like, he's doing a bit. And Vadim's like, actually, that's actually the craziest thing ever. That's actually ridiculous. Why would you talk like that?
Like,
here's the fucking truth.
CTV, you are so full of shit right now. It's not even like she has. Demon Mama has been really dignified.
What, does she have a sleep thing too?
About this entire thing, she's totally said like that. I mean, like, have you even been listening? That is just such a bullshit way to characterize the way in which she's been acting this entire time. Like, I don't, you know, I don't have a problem with you personally, dude. Like.
Oh, I know that, brother. Like, I don't want you to take that at all. But like, I haven't specifically.
Dude, I'm just scrolling through this guy's fucking Twitter right now. It's amazing. Friends, for the last couple of weeks, I've been so sleep deprived I can barely tweet. At the top of 2022, I hit an unbelievable peak with my sleep disorder. More than 40 days straight. How is this guy alive? How is he fucking alive, dude? 2 to 3 hours of sleep every 72. Oh my God, dude. I'm not taking pills for my ADHD, pills for my depression, and pills for my sleep, but nothing compares to the Jupiter-sized black pill. What? Oh, for some reason I thought he meant Viagra. I'm back to 3 to 4 hours of sleep every night. I have trouble breathing. I sleep better now. I suffer from less brain fog. I had to sleep in a litter box. I don't think that one's relevant. Oh, this was Creationalist Cat, if you guys don't know. This is someone related to the Creationalist Cat channel. Holy shit, dude. But there is, like, there are tweets related to the situation I'm trying to find.
Been able to listen.
Viagra is blue. I was talking about, like, the gas station Viagra pill. I don't think it's actually Viagra, but it's like, fucking penis fucking stay up pill or whatever.
everything that I'm saying right now is a direct result of what's being communicated. And whenever you start talking and whenever I start trying to address what was said to me, it doesn't actually be able to make
like the ghetto gas station Viagra
point, right? So what I'm saying is that the point that has been being made to me by a lot of people in my community, right, is that what is happening is a complaining of what the result was. I'm not sitting there complaining, right, about the result, because I understand that Dylan Burns is creating a specific kind of content. He said this from day fucking one. It's not anything that is in any way, controversial. I'm here to support Dylan Burns and the content that Dylan Burns wants to create, right? So crying about it doesn't actually do that.
I never cried about it. I gotta say, this would be a strange turn of events if CTV comes in and gets the W and gets the belt because he wins this follow-up debate about whether we should have a debate or have a revote.
He's basing this off of his chat. He just admitted that he didn't actually watch the conversation. There's been no crying or anything.
Oh my God.
I literally saw this tweet and I said, damn, that sucks. And then I put out the votes as were reported to me by yourself. I've scheduled them out here, showed them on stream. I said, damn, it actually does seem like I should have won in the first one. And then everybody said there was confusion.
Dude, again, like, if anybody thinks that internet politics are different than YouTube drama and they try to like accuse us of being like more childish, we aim for your we're like slop content for kids or something, I need you just to show them this stream and how hyper serious this political discourse is.
And now we're here. Now I think that I've been more than dignified. I took on when everybody was watching at the whole thing, I took my L and I walked away. And I said, yeah, congratulations. I even congratulated Destiny. So I think it's very odd that CTV would try to characterize me as like some kind of whiny person. It feels like there's like a huge slant there.
I can't believe I've been slandered. Destiny has slandered me as a whiny person. I'm not really sure where that's coming from. Can you substantiate the claim that I'm a whiny person? I understand we've been talking on this stream for about 45 minutes about the loss of my last debate, but what makes you characterize me as a whiny person?
Obviously, we know there's a little bit of a slant there, but like, come on, that's not even reality. That's not even.
Didn't she call for the revote? Yes.
Accurate to what happened. So I don't think that we can like. I don't think it would be fair.
No, fair enough, right? So then explain to me what it is exactly that we're sitting here talking about.
Well, that's exactly we're trying to.
I know, like you start with this, but like explain to me what it is that you're talking about.
CTV, there's one too many fucking cooks in this kitchen. Like CTV, like.
He's so mad. Like, why is he so mad about CTV?
With all due respect, like you don't really deserve to have. I'm making the executive decision here. I am not Dylan Burns. But CTV should not be a part of this. I could see Dylan being a part of it.
I see. Let's continue. No, fuck you. No. Fuck you, Vadim. Right? Because the reality is right now is that the only person that is on the conservative side of politics. Yeah, the only person that is actually representing conservative community here on Twitch is in fact CTV. And the fact that you think...
Dude, like, he's literally coming in doing a wrestling bit, and Vadim is just so hyper brain damaged right now, and he's just like, no, you can't, no!
What's the name of the guy?
You're ruining the discourse!
Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
My voice that represents all the other conservatives that are here on this fucking platform needs to be silenced. Only expresses.
I gotta tell you, there was like a time where CTV was the only conservative that was on Twitch, like the only one that I even knew. You know what I mean? Like, he'd show up to all the panels. He would be like the token conservative on every stream. Because they just banned every other one, dude. CTV was the only conservative standing.
To me, you're
and Rob Noor too.
Hate of there being any type of conservative here on this platform. So either A, you can sit here and you can go through the exercise that is rational conversation of explaining to me who was on the exact same fucking panel that came on to support. No, they came in here to support your decision in whatever it was, right? Because I understand at the end of the day that this is content that is being created specifically to Dylan Burns, right? And you were asked to be a special guest judge, right? And why it is, and that's the question that I want answered at the end of all of this, right? Which is why it is that there is any type of controversy after the fact whenever the event has already fucking happened.
Okay, well, that was directed towards me.
Just go to sleep, you fucking asshole. Why are you still here?
And first of all, CTV, I believe that there is a 12-step program.
Dude, all of his fucking insults are terrible too. It's even funnier.
Usually they have late night meetings. I'm sure there's an AA near you, and you should.
By the way, that was the same thing that he said about Dylan. Like, he's reusing the same insult.
Just get.
Yeah, like whilst we're talking about substance abuse, Demon Mama takes a fucking puff of her 15th cigarette.
Uber to it as soon as you can.
Yeah, but me and alcohol don't have a problem. I drink it, it goes in, right? Like, it all fucking works, right? So I don't have a problem with it because I can put it down whenever I want. Those people that can't put it down and are physically dependent upon it, those people need Alcoholics Anonymous. Go ahead.
Okay. So the next thing is that you admitted when you stepped in that you hadn't watched anything previous to this. So like, it's just, come on, man. Like, do you really think that you have like I mean, and also, why not bring in Hunter? Why not bring in
Wait, anyone? Hunter Avalon? Dude, Hunter Avalon, this is before his wife got pimped, right? This is before Hunter Avalon's wife got pimped and was gonna be in like a fucking... Dude, do you guys remember when everyone found out Hunter and his wife were getting divorced because she was getting pimped into doing like a fucking porno? Like an all-black gangbang porno or something?
Xander Hall or many of...
That was a thing that she was going to do. She was like, can I do like an all-black gangbang porno or something?
The people who participated, if everyone gets to have some sort of...
I thought they brought...
There is drama about it. It's really fun.
CTV because he has professional judges.
Black, yeah, it was specifically black. That was what it was specifically branded that way. And then like the guy came on, he's like, listen, she came out to me. She wanted to do this. We were going to schedule it. I got a couple of guys. We were going to do this, but then she backed out at the last minute.
Experience. I thought you were like weren't you like an IPSC?
Yeah, she like had a pimp and everything. It's crazy.
Like multi-gun judge. That's why they brought him in because he used to do this stuff professionally.
That's another vintage Chud stream. You got to watch that through him.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he came in.
Excuse me. Very, very fair and balanced at this point right now.
The most fair and balanced person in the room right now because I'm willing to accept what it is.
Yeah, I think it was, dude. That was the other thing. Like, there was another part where like they were all gonna pee on Hunter's wife. Like, he called in, the guy called in and did an interview with Chud, and he's like, yeah, the guys were gonna go all get there and they were gonna piss on her.
Hold on, that you specifically said to begin with, Vadim, with your judging, right? I'm willing to accept that as is and not make a problem about it at all, right? Now, the fact that there's a problem now is where whenever I come in and I'm like, well, if there's a fucking problem with what happened at the moment, then it's very obvious to me that we need to be getting into the nuance of that situation in order to bring everything to fucking light. Because specifically, and fuck everybody else in the room, I am here specifically because of Dylan Burns and his content and me wanting to be a part of that, right? That's why I'm here.
Take it down a couple notches, brother. Listen, I was so fair. There were several times where I didn't necessarily think that you were giving.
We're waiting for him to join this dumbass call.
You were in there and you were fighting, and you had fucking, like, I don't know. I hate this word, but for lack of a better one, moxie. So I gave
moxie
it to you, and I took out other people who who I'm better friends with. But then, towards the end, I finally did knock you out.
Whoa, wait. Slow down. You're a friend to Shark Zero? I want to know this specifically.
No,
that's right. So then the only fucking vote that mattered, right, was the vote for Shark Zero, and that was the only.
But did he just admit that he was voting people based off of, like, he was like, I could have let my friends in, but I let you in instead?
Fucking vote that you could be referencing right then. So don't even try to fucking sell me on this whole fucking bullshit whenever I know from the start. Right, the only vote that you had anything to do with was the Shark Zero vote with regard to CTV. Thank you very much.
CTV, were you?
The other thing with CTV is funny because he always refers to himself in the third person, like the CTV.
You're not the man who came in talking about how everyone was crying, and you are now like, this is beyond embarrassing. This is like one of the most extraordinarily humiliating things I've ever seen someone do on the internet. The way that you're screaming right now, man, like
the fact that I'm screaming only means that I'm passionate.
And dude, he hits like all the things that you'd want to say if you're winning the conversation, but he's not. Wow, this is actually one of the most embarrassing things ever, guy who's completely fucking running me in a circle right now. Wow, you're losing really hard.
About what I'm talking about. There is absolutely zero anger, right? But only passion, because
yeah, like you're actually really angry right now, buddy. You're losing this.
Frankly, like when it comes to people that have actually put the work in for the fucking hippy dippy, you are not among the names that I would count to the people that have put the work in for the hippy dippy, right? It's been this fucking guy.
What
right?
the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Conservatives that would bother going onto the fucking platform, CTV came in and continued to show up consistently for this fucking branding. So don't try to sit there and tell me that like you were somehow agreeing with me, but then like not agreeing with me.
I never agreed with you. Are you kidding? I didn't agree with you. I voted. I decided not to vote you out when I thought you were making bad arguments because there were elements of your style that I thought were worthy, and you were a good competitor. So
wait, wait, dude, I don't understand. Like, why is he even engaging with this? You might have lost, but I thought you had moxie, so I moved you on to the next round. And that's the person who's arguing about the integrity of the vote. I don't even know why I'm navigating this right now. This is ridiculous. This is a crazy stream from 4 years ago. I don't know why I'm trying to break it down.
There to just kind of reinforce the fact that I believe
it's like, hi, I make extremely like I make horrible decisions.
I was fair throughout, and you know you can yell all you want, but I don't really think it's making you look good, dude.
Whether or not it makes me look good is something.
Yeah, like invalidating all of his. So like, let me just hop back here for a second. You know, we were listening to this part, trying to end the. So yeah.
I thought ranked choice voting was like.
So this is right after we found out that they lost the vote. Like that she lost the vote a second time. So not only did she lose once, she lost twice this night.
Kind of go down it, and I guess I fucked it up. Okay. Either way, we agreed to a re-thing. Then we did the re-thing. And Vadim, you agreed to defer to Demon Mama. Demon Mama agreed to it, and then we did it. And now we're back to debating the ranked choice vote.
But that's not because of me. That's because of one of your judges has an issue with the way that it was.
Wait, which judge is it? It's the one that's like fucking stupid and sleep deprived.
So why don't you sort that with your judges? You are the businessman here. You're the preeminent businessman. So you should sort it with your judges.
Yeah, I'm the businessman, but he agreed.
Yeah, but sort it with your judges.
To make another match.
Why don't you hear? Why don't you hear?
Sort it out with your judges. The one judge that's been on here fucking blowing me the entire fucking conversation. Holy shit, dude. Of course, this is utterly irrelevant since Vadim has already said that he'd defer to her. Beyond that, it's of very little importance because things have been clarified and we now clearly know where the judges stood. That should be the end of the conversation. Yet, Demon Mama will try to say that her and Destiny should have a debate right then and there to settle things. Good note that Destiny would have done it, but he was supposed to be on a podcast with John Zerko, who made him wait forever. Destiny eventually jumps in and confronts Vadim about his turnaround, accepting the revote.
No. The real question is, Vadim, you fucked yourself. Why did you agree to do a revote if you weren't going to let the revote stand?
I honestly, my brain was kind of like just all.
Oh my dude! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! No! Dude, it's scrambled. I can't. Dude, my fucking brain was scrambled. I'm so fucking stupid.
No, the real question is...
Dude, he does it every time he gets caught. It's so funny.
Nicholas!
Vadim, you fucked yourself. Why did you agree to do a revote if you weren't going to let the revote stand?
I honestly, my brain was kind of like just all over the place. It is a very like weird, stressful situation. I guess I sort of...
This person just does not belong in any online settings ever. You gotta get out of here. You've gotta go.
At some point deferred to...
So anyway, guys, 4 years later, this guy got into a debate about Israel-Palestine with Mudahar.
And Mama, and, you know, what she wanted. I really don't know how it happened in retrospect. I'd have to...
I said I was open to two...
Holy shit, dude, no. Alright, wait. So back here... No, wait. Okay. Demon Mom will consistently use one of the judges as a problem to wiggle out of accepting the results. She also implies there was far too much confusion about both votes, even though the second one explicitly cleared all confusion. Oh, this one's been deleted. No. Even though the second explicitly cleared all the confusion about the first vote. Also a line that'll be repeated a lot is how she just wants an honest and fair thing. Of course, the only honest result in her mind is her winning and how she deserves it.
Whatever fucking solution it is. I accepted the original loss. Obviously, I would love it if we wanted to go back and it be just and have me win the title that I deserved. Of course, I would love that. I would fucking love that. That would be perfect. I think that would be fair as well, given that we have the votes here and I won and you concluded that I would have won. But if Dylan wanted to do a second vote or Dylan wanted to do a second debate, that's fine. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to spend another week thinking about you. I don't want to spend another fucking week with you needling at me and doing all this stupid bullshit because I have to prepare for a debate with you in which you're going to be an insufferable asshole and say all kinds of terrible shit all over the internet. I don't want to do that. So I said, we finish it tonight. We finish it tonight or we don't. There we go. That's what it is.
Oh my god. I think I was sending donations in this stream to try to pop up on Demon Mama's screen back then. Demon Mama will constantly use the fact that one of her judges has a problem to wiggle out of accepting the result. She'll imply there was far too much confusion. Oh, sorry, wait, I think we read this right. Demon Mama goes full rogue and will turn up the manipulation and to try to make Dylan feel bad when he's trying to have fun with it. Here we go.
So what have I done out of line here? I think I've done nothing out of line here.
I'm not saying you're doing anything out of line. I'm just trying to make sure that we all understand.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you just brought in CTV to fucking scream over me for like literally 20 minutes or something.
Demon Mama, this is a wrestling program.
Sure.
Dylan.
Okay, wait. So what's the problem? So what's the problem then? If I'm sitting here on my stream, streaming normally, and I'm making just my honest case for myself, what the fuck's the problem? What am I doing wrong here? How can you say that there's anything I'm doing wrong?
That.
Are you trying to like say that I should just like stop entirely so that it makes
No, I'm not saying you should stop entirely. I just think
God.
there's a few people who are taking this a little too seriously. They think this is like
Who's
like, I don't know, like
this,
I'm giving out
It's still real to them, dude.
fucking like I don't know, like the fucking peace medal, like who's the next Jesus?
I mean,
here.
but you have a lot of people who like your show, dude. There's a lot of people who really respect your show. A lot of people
you could just hear it.
really like it. A lot of people want it to be.
Yeah, suddenly so
What's
calm.
the name of the guy?
I just gave my honest opinion.
Orbiter,
I took
Nick Oreo,
the record fucking
Mr.
shows.
Oreo.
I took the L and I walked off the show. And then a judge spoke up and I said, "Hey, that seems pretty motherfucking unfair." And here we are. And I'm not just gonna lay down and just say, "Oh yeah, give it away," because of course I want that belt. You know,
like this is the difference between loud equals loss and quiet equals win. Like that is a loss. I'm sorry, that's very quiet, but also a loss. She tries everything in her power to find a way to win, but doing a debate with Destiny right there, or even bringing in new judges, because somehow a judge being unhappy with the result is a massive issue, but not replacing the judge entirely. She'll continuously appeal it being Dylan's choice while not accepting it, of course. Here we go. This thread is great.
They just it's time to vote. He asked whether or not the person is for winner or loser, and he said winner. I told him winner. He gave what the answer was, and then afterwards we went to
Dude, they're bringing on the individual people to testify why they voted. This is crazy.
second round of voting.
But you do realize now though that multiple judges, and this is me. Maybe I'm being a little weird here. I'm speaking out on behalf of the judges, but multiple judges now. We have 2 of the 3 judges that were selected.
Tipster just sent me this that we need to send this to Vadim. Thank you, Tipster. I appreciate the meme. Awesome, thanks.
Expressed both issues with both the first and second round of votes. Why don't y'all come to a conclusion? You're the showrunners. Why don't you fucking decide? You could decide we bring in a whole new panel of judges. There's a ton of people who watch this. You could bring in judges right now.
We've got to find 3 judges out there who have decided I won and put them all in. Put them all in, yo.
Thank you for the $5.
We need to find someone who's awake at like 4 o'clock in the morning right now just to say that I won.
Fine. Let's see. Let's bring in impartial judges. You could do a whole bunch of things.
That's so funny. Was this like when Destiny the Witch Queen was out? I remember trying to beat the Witch Queen campaign while I was watching this.
tweet on Nicholas
She outright says she would not be
Nicholas
willing to debate with
appreciates the
Destiny,
shout
given that he would win. Given if he's given the win, and would consider not working with Dylan again if the results aren't in her favor. Of course, if she gets the win, then it's fine. Defending the belt is extremely manipulative for obvious reasons.
If he doesn't feel like he understood what was going on with the second vote, or whether it was fair or not from the get-go. You asked him a pretty direct question. Who would you have voted for? Who would you vote for? And he said
Demon Mama, and then you went forward and made a call that was going to be the second vote. But Vadim doesn't feel like he had a say in that. He's your judge.
Okay,
he's your judge.
What? Okay, I understand he's my judge. Okay, I understand that Vadim is the judge.
Yeah.
But I'm the chief executive.
Fine.
And I am making the decision.
Exactly.
They were running by the second vote.
Okay.
And the second vote, which you agreed to.
Sure. Yeah, I did.
Is what we're going to go by. Okay. And now I'm offering you like another opportunity after.
I wish Demon Mama was still in dramas because it was always extremely funny whenever she would get pissed off.
I haven't done this before. I'm making that offer like publicly. I'll make it again privately. Hell, I mean, if Destiny agreed to it, I'd even not crown him champion, just schedule another match, and boom, we could see who becomes champion then. But again, Destiny would have to agree to it, and that wouldn't be good terms for Destiny, obviously, right? And the thing is, like, I am making that offer for a second match after we've agreed to it, so I can't do anything.
But
What
that's
you would
not
be
fair
telling
to
me
your
is
participants.
To tell you that you have to go back on your word. That you actually, when you told me you were fine with the second vote, that was wrong, and we have to go back on it.
Wait, I was fine with the second vote. I was fine with the second vote,
You
but
were.
Vadim wasn't.
Exactly.
And Vadim doesn't feel like it was fairly discussed.
So Vadim is wrong. Well, he in that scenario said,
All right,
I'm going to
Dylan,
defer
listen,
to Demon Mama
Dylan,
because they're the party.
What is this?
For those of you that don't,
Who is this?
for those of you that don't know, this is
Wade Plem just made a video on Creator Clash. What's happening?
the Wade's World channel, and I also run a YouTube
From
channel called The Wade
DAZN,
Concept.
right?
And that channel has a lot.
So Wade Plem, who has been previously affiliated with Creator Clash, right, made a video. And wait, hold on. What is happening here?
So if I was a fighter, I just want to go and support charity, but now I'm being roped into this, again, being supportive of Hamas or being supportive of Israel discussion that I don't want any place on. I just signed up to fight for charity. I didn't sign up to play divisive politics or to be complicit in or to have some sort of silent endorsement of it, one way or the other, which is insane. Anyway,
okay,
there's the guy that's been covering this thing. It does feel like it's covered in a way that isn't very favorable to Ian and Anissa, but he's been covering it, so we have to talk about it. Nicholas DeOrio. DeOrio. I've seen this guy talk about it pretty extensively, and I'm trying to find the tweets where it started.
Wait, dude, the Taylor Lorenz fentanyl tweet.
I've seen this guy talk about it pretty extensively, and I'm trying to find the tweet.
Dude, look at that. This is a crazy screen grab. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, this is a crazy screen grab.
That's where it started. I don't know what yeet is, but here's Dad talking about Creator Clash 3. I guess he talked about
I get a whole
it yesterday
segment?
or a couple
Do I get
days
a whole
ago.
segment of this
It's
video?
still going on. It's not happening June 28th. That's
gonna hurt yourself on.
I gotta watch this another day. I'm gonna watch this another day. That's the next. That's our next EHD. See you live on Monday morning or Monday evening. Holy shit, dude! I gotta watch Wade Plem's Creator Clash video. I will check that out. All right, let's finish up with this segment.
Whatever the fuck, Dylan, whatever the fuck you want to do with this, just fucking do it. Just fucking
I mean,
spine
for
up
the
and do it.
record. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm talking over you.
No, I've sat
Go
here.
for it.
I've sat here getting screamed at. I've sat here getting like literal lies just told about me. I've been told that I'm like a whiner, that I'm doing all this bullshit. And honestly, at this point, it's getting very tiring. So you know what? Just make your call. Make your fucking call. And if you want to try and schedule a second debate, well, I'll think about it. But honestly, given everything, including how this conversation went, why would I ever want to participate? Why would I ever want to get involved with this ever?
Actually, I don't know. Was he? I forgot if he was affiliated with Creator Clash. I don't want to completely fucking slander him. I don't know if that was actually. I thought he was part of the Creator Clash 2 broadcasting team. Let me make sure. I don't know. It would be earlier in the stream, right? Yeah. Fight commentary by Wade Plem. So yeah, he was one of the commentary people. Yep. Not Nick slander moment. Nick didn't do it.
Why would I ever want to talk? First of all, talk to Destiny again. But why would I ever want to engage with anyone?
Why would I ever want to talk? I thought you wanted to talk to him right now.
This isn't even like cool. It isn't even like fun.
And the Hippy Dippy Championship doesn't sound.
Yeah,
like
because you guys have been fucking melting down for like an hour after the stream. Of course, it's not fun.
Well, maybe. After everything.
I mean, this is literally what it's about. It's about defending it, no matter the contender.
I mean,
right?
and
Like,
I
choose
did
who
though,
the contender is,
and
how
I
we
won
do
the
this.
first vote, and even Destiny admitted I won
But
the
wait,
first vote.
but if let's say I gave it to you and I said Destiny's the challenger, would you accept?
This is so funny. All right. She'll dodge the question of what should be done because the only logical thing would be revote, but that already failed. Finally, after long enough, she decides to concede and whines about the unfairness, and yes, it stands. Initial vote showed Demon Mom was the winner. She accepted to do a revote when it didn't go her way due to Danabo having misunderstood how the ranking worked. She uses Vadim to try to get her way and keeps trying to wiggle out of it. So that's the content here for the debate. Now, after this... After this, Vadim calls into Chud Logic and tries to explain once again what went wrong. I can't, dude. I literally can't.
The truth of the matter is, and you know, like I have a sleep disorder that has been going on for 15 years. People can like just scarcely understand kind of the various ways that affects you. And so
just stop streaming, get off the show, leave.
In kind of confrontational situations.
Get off the stream, you shouldn't be in a debate.
When, you know, like again, I can have a debate with some like right-wing chud, not to not to insult you, but like some rightoid fuckface and be totally cool. But when a friend is involved, which Dylan was, there are these times where in my mind, like every now and then, I am not hearing what people are saying. I'm trying to deal with a situation, and just in my mind, I'm going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And it's like what's being said to me bounces off my fucking head.
I don't know how base Chud was at this time, but I would just stop him and ask, like, hey, well, have you considered not engaging with like any debate content ever again, forever, ever and ever?
You know, these things don't happen that often, but they happen in these very high stress situations where I am like
challenging people.
Nicholas DeOrio,
because you think who the fuck you are, and you go into these conversations and you get fucking like woefully decimated.
Just, you know, like I was sad about.
You know what I did the other night? I was actually really fucking sleepy because sometimes I'll stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I gotta get up like fucking 7 o'clock in the morning for work. I lose hours of fucking sleep, right? So when it gets time to stream at 6:30 at night, after a whole week of doing this, I chug a coffee and I get going. During the Daddy 05 segment, my coffee wore off. I was exhausted, and I just finished my segment and said, all right, I'm done for the night, and got off. I didn't sit there for like an extra hour and a half fucking floundering trying to keep making content when I was exhausted. I just knew my limitations, logged off for the night, and then got up, and here we are a couple days later. You know, slept all day today.
This whole thing because I like Dylan, and I was like I was thinking like, fuck, is it like, yeah.
That's the thing, dude. He doesn't sleep because he's got a disability. I don't sleep because I'm fucking grinding. I'm grinding.
This is going to get fucked up. And then also, I take my honesty and integrity very seriously. They're one of the most important things to me, and I know that I'm going to be portrayed as in this, you know, as like from what's going on.
Jesus, motherfucker's lagging, dude. I can't tell if that's the sleep deprivation or actual lag.
So is that there were things that, and that's why I wish I said earlier, like,
dude, you can tell Chud wasn't based yet because he's still talking and Chud hasn't started calling him any slurs.
If I was a streamer, I would make a video easily where like, you know, I have, in the interest of fairness, I have to.
I can't like fucking explain enough how ridiculous it is that they're having a post conversation for a post debate conversation about who won a wrestling show of political debating. Like, it's so fucking satirical. I need to bring this up every single time people tell me that YouTube dramas for children and you're all slop tubers and all the serious influencers make content about politics and talk about what really matters. And it's like, here's those political influencers who are talking to you.
I just saw Kevin's tweet on Nicholas.
Yeah, this is like the fireside chat of the fireside chat.
This and this up. I did not get that. And I suppose you could say, you know, I mean, there's no way, I can't blame Dylan for this. There's no way that he would know that, like,
dude, if this was right now, if this was 4 years later, Chud would just be screaming, I don't care, shut the fuck up, I don't care, okay, why are we talking about this, I gotta go, like, can you, dude, if you're gonna we're just gonna loop this, all right, I don't really see a reason to keep this conversation going.
Yeah, the point where things went pear-shaped.
Oh, wait, we got a huge sigh, dude. He wants to be let out of the cage.
Because
I think most of what you said was good. It was the last 2 minutes of what you said, I think, that people lost.
Okay.
If you can go back to that.
I mean, this is the
Did Chud have like second puberty? What just happened?
important thing for people to understand, and I apologize if people have already heard it, and I don't blame Dylan.
Like he's muted right now, just screaming, "You're raped! You're raped! You're raped!"
For this particular aspect of things.
Yeah, no, it's Blue Yeti moment. It's Blue Yeti puberty. That's a real thing, dude. You get a second puberty when you sell your Blue Yeti and buy a real microphone. That's a thing that actually happens.
But when I am due to the fact that I have such a severe sleep problem, I've had it for 15 years. It
He just keeps talking about his fucking sleep. Dude, I could not stop cracking up while this was happening in real time.
I'm not sleeping well. It has a cumulative effect on your mind, and most of the time it's like in this conversation.
And by the way, like if this stuff like causes like I don't know, does the extended sleep time that he is up cause brain damage? Because this guy's probably mush for brain at this point, right? If this has been going on for wait, he said this was going on for 30 years. How old is he? How old is this guy?
I'm not having a problem, but in a confrontational situation, really, especially
But that's like the problem with online shit. And it's not a problem. It's good because people can be like employed and shit when they otherwise wouldn't be able to. But like they do that at a detriment to themselves because they're employed in such a manner where they now have to go in front of a live audience or make videos online and be subjected to scrutiny that normal people don't have to deal with. So people like Vadim thrive in this online space. And it's at their own detriment that they do so. Because they cause themselves such like unneeded stress and shit that normal people would never in a million years have to stomach. But like that's what comes with the territory of this. And you find a lot of people who aren't like able to adjust socially in like more realistic IRL scenarios gain a following as like a talking head as a YouTuber, and it's extremely weird.
Situation where I'm talking with friends. And honestly, I'll say this: like
it's like how Bo Black, like again, Bo Black said like his parents never thought that he'd be able to get a house or own a pet or whatever. And for a brief time, he did succeed at doing that. And it's because YouTube enabled him. But YouTube was also his vice that destroyed his life. So
like my life is an open book. I think a lot of this stems from the fact that, and I'm not saying that I was being bullied at this point, but a lot of this stems from poor treatment that I got when I was...
That was the thing he said. My parents won't let me have a pet because they're worried I'd fuck it up. What does that mean? Like, I guess wouldn't feed it or something, but like, obviously the funnier context is it's not the one that we would immediately jump to.
Young. And so when I'm in these situations in which that I do not want to be, where I'm at odds with certain friends, it's very difficult for me to deal with. My anxiety never spikes.
Dude, he just keeps going. Like, I cannot believe, dude, current day Chud would have a meltdown if this conversation was
as
high.
high
I can't stress that enough.
As it does in those types of situations. And what happens in those situations is there is this kind of moment where I am going like in my mind.
And keep in mind, this is when he's awake, right? This is a day later. Unless he just didn't sleep the night before. Still, after all that. Like, this is supposedly after he's already slept, right? Because Chud streams in the morning.
Chud
streams at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard.
Like, I'm not able to listen to what's being said to me.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think he didn't sleep the whole night, and that was another thing. That he's still up from the night before, right? I'm forgetting this because it's old. But yeah, no, I think he was still up from the night before.
I'm not saying that this was happening for super...
not only... So this person stayed in a conversation they shouldn't have been in the night before, didn't sleep the whole night, and got on another stream to keep talking about it, I think is what happened.
Long stretches, but I'm just saying here and there were moments where
Yeah, Stardust is confirming, and she was around this time, so she would actually be able to do that.
In my brain going, oh...
Why does he keep putting himself in situations like... He's a crybully. He doesn't know his own limitations. He's a crybully, but he's still doing it now. Like all the way to 4 years later.
Oh shit. So there were a couple of things that were said to me that had I really like...
By the way, Stardust is now small talk, so if you don't have a sub to Stardust, go for it.
That they were thrown...
Great Frogan videos.
They were not like belabored points, but they were thrown at me.
Oh, I'm behind? Okay, then Stardust did not just say that. Never mind. I'm sorry.
And if I really kind of was able to absorb them properly in the moment, it would have changed my outlook on the vote. I would have looked at the fair.
Dude, I can't believe we're still dictating the vote right now. It would have changed my output on the vote. Dude.
The vote.
I bet Dylan was so happy that the event like drew this big of a fucking crowd.
More fairly, but that's what I was operating within the moment. And people are going to accuse me of lying no matter.
People didn't talk about the vote. I'm telling you right now, this is the January 6th of drama. This is literally the January 6th of drama. Like, this would happen a year after, right?
What? There's been plenty of that in the chat. I'm not going to respond to it, but that's what happens to me. So my point is that when people kind of because I don't think it's just the fact that I was complaining after the vote that people have a problem with. They probably look at there were a couple things said there that should make it understandable to Vadim that the revote was a fair thing to do.
Did he just get so tired he referred to himself in the third person? What is happening right now? Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I feel like Chud's reaction to this is not fair use. I mean, that's obviously a joke because it's his stream, but this Vadim guy does not shut the fuck up for 2 seconds to let anybody else get a word in. Dude, Vadim has talked so long that it's made Chud's video retroactively not fair use in hindsight.
And it's like, it's just this clusterfuck situation where I didn't realize.
Can we skip? I'm kind of invested to see when he stopped talking.
In the moment that it was.
He's too tired. Can't stop, won't stop. Keep moving forward. Dude, Vadim, you just need one more sentence. You can just string together the correct order of words. You'll win the conflict. You just have to. Dude, 100% of people stop talking just before they've convinced everyone.
Is perhaps more fair than I thought at the time. I think it was, but I'm just the reason why I'm is because
the only pauses in him talking is when his fucking mic lags. This is great.
I really have to go through the whole thing.
Keep mining, Vadim. You will hit diamonds. Keep going.
Again, listen to it before I kind of give a final analysis kind of thing.
Sure, okay.
Dude, he stopped for 1 second and Chud's like, oh fuck, wait, I get to talk now? Okay.
So let's move on.
Dude, today Chud would be like, sure, okay. So why are you so raped?
To the part of which, really started to break down, which was when CTV joined the call. I do actually, thinking about it, I have one very specific thing that you said to him that I took issue with, but we can get to that. But other than that, I mean, what is your thoughts about that whole fiasco there?
I mean, he never should have been there in the first place. I've already said some things about his involvement there. The idea that he was brought into this to further the drama when it was no longer.
So, at least now in hindsight, he realized he was getting farmed, right? Like, he knows that he was just in there as a joke because the situation was so ridiculously fucking funny in and of itself that, why not just try to up the ante,
A hippy dippy thing is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of people have chided me because I regard that as, and I can speak to a number of ways in which I think that it was undoubtedly abusive in different ways. People have talked about and when I say abusive,
this is voter abuse. This is voter abuse. We need to stop abusing Team and Mama. This is voter abuse.
It's man, I know that these flags go up and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, because abusive is a strong word, right? I appreciate your perspective, but it's very strong.
Dude, if I ever debate this guy, I'm gonna rattle a bottle of melatonin in front of him while he's talking. That's gonna be my debate tactic. He's gonna go into a long form rant about something. I'm gonna buy a bottle of melatonin and just start rattling it in front of him.
Word.
It is. First of all, okay, it's abuse in And when I say abuse, like please don't get me wrong. When it comes to Dylan's intentions, I don't think that for a moment.
Could you try to out disability him? Could you imagine if someone's sitting there and he's like, I'm so tired. I just can't do it. I'm just so tired. I can't do it. And then you just fucking
Nicholas, the goat. I appreciate that.
Dude, you just get up, punch a wall, break your finger, and go, I am in searing pain. I literally can't open my hand right now. My finger is fucking broken. Can we please continue this conversation now that both of us are handicapped?
He thought like, I'm going to abuse these guys now and bring in this guy. I don't think he's malicious like that. I don't think he's evil. It's about the
evil. They're literally they're just fucking joking, dude. What is wrong?
Outcomes, and it's about it's about some of what occurred. So first of all, okay, look,
guys, we're probably doing Louis Rossman in the next stream. I gotta be honest with you.
A history.
I did not think that this was going to go on this long.
With drunken abuse.
I'm having too much fun.
And I mean, just in terms of the behavior, what he was doing, that is classic drunken abusive behavior. It just like if you
I feel like this needs to be somewhere that people could easily digest it, because every time Vadim pops up, I'm gonna link them this VOD.
With anyone who is actually like like an expert on these matters, they're not going to dispute this. When you
guys, once it hits midnight, we're not gonna start another 2 hour fucking. We're not gonna start another 2 hour segment probably. Just like that's a rule of engagement here.
Are flying off.
Oh shit! Come back. Oh, I hit mute. Fuck.
Said when you are screaming at the top of your lungs, when you are being absolutely irrational and not letting the other person talk. Now, of course, you could say like, oh, but this was all like a comedy situation. But it was incredibly obvious that both Demon Mama and
sorry, guys. I'm so tired, guys. My brain gets fucking rattled, dude, when it gets to... I haven't slept in 3 hours, dude. It's a huge problem for me, dude. I just can't. I just can't, dude. The brain fog is insane. I just can't do it.
Had feelings on the line at the moment, and that we were in an emotionally vulnerable place. At any moment, Dylan, like it wasn't his fault because he couldn't kick him.
Dude, I fully understand why Chud went fucking insane. Chud literally went crazy after this, and he just started going like, I don't care, fuck you, I hate you, fuck you, I don't care. And it makes so much sense as to why he is the way that he is now, because he had to put up with these people for like 5 years.
Well, at any point, he could have stepped in and said like, hey, dude, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
And
dude, Chud's like, all right, this is enough, dude. This is enough. Can we just move on here?
And the last thing I want to say,
dude, he gets cut off. And he's like, no, I got one more thing.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I know you have something to say, but
I know you have something to say, but I have not said enough here. You don't understand.
So I'm talking about when first of all, when I say abuse, I'm talking about the character of what he did, or rather the like what drunken abuse purely is. Next, I'm also
dude. Now he's a drunken abuser.
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
I didn't catch that. He's still doing the alcohol thing. He's a drunken abuser, chat.
Talking about the effect that it had, and we can get into that. But the last thing that I want to say is, like, yes, CTV is this larger than life crazy guy. In some ways, it's not like as this was going on, I was shuddering inside and I was crying. But
dude, you have to understand, he might have painted me as the soy jack while he was being the Giga Chad, and it might have looked like I was crying on the inside. But actually, I was extremely composed the entire time.
It was abusive to me. We can get into the next phase of it, which is it was abusive to me, not so much because of what he was doing, but because I had this person who I thought was a friend on the other end.
Oh my god, dude.
Totally.
Dude, you abused me with CTV. He came in and like digitally assaulted me in the call.
He made
this is so, dude, he abused
that happen?
Dude, why would anybody platform this guy ever again? Legitimately. This guy's saying it's a form of abuse to fucking put on CTV to live. Why would you ever put this guy on your fucking show?
I'm not saying that like he said he ordered him.
He literally got groomed in this debate
to do it, but he brought him in. He didn't stop him from doing it. And the whole thing, let's be honest.
Dude, he didn't even stop him while he was just fucking... This is crazy, dude.
The whole thing...
Unironically, this is turning into a URR.
...was to humiliate...
I feel like I'm being gaslit right now. Yeah, this is like every fucking X ever, dude.
Or just whatever you want to call it, put the smack down on both Demon Mama and I. And that is just... I think, you know, when like, we were not in on it, like we can talk about Demon Mom, like he says that Demon Mama is cool with everything, and maybe she's given him the impression of it.
Oh, Demon Mama's walked it back. Oh, it's just Vadim now. Oh, I forgot about that. So Demon Mama's like, yeah, we're cool, we could move on, and Vadim just didn't go to sleep and was still in the same... Dude, you know how they have the 24-hour rule where you're supposed to get a good night's sleep, come back and argue the next day? This guy's physically incapable of fucking doing that policy.
I've talked with her. I know she doesn't feel cool with everything that happened, that she feels...
Wait, so she's turned around and said she's cool with it, and he's like, she's lied. She's actually still really mad. She just doesn't want to tell anyone about it.
Kind of awful.
Why are you outing her like that?
About how she was treated. But, yeah, I think it's an abusive thing to do to a friend, to put them in a situation where they are, where they become the butt of so many jokes, tons of people saying, "Oh, CTV is based." It's disgusting to me that this person that this.
It's literally disgusting to me that these people are saying that he's based and funny pilled, dude. This guy, everybody's saying that I've been mogged in the chat, and it's extremely abusive when you type things like that.
Person who is like drunk off his ass and displaying this really unhealthy behavior is being like celebrated as like based. And last thing I'm going to say, I know I've been talking.
I want to get in. So please,
dude. Oh my god, dude. They're gonna let the fucking dude. The dog has been unchained. He's gnawing at the crate right now, trying to get free.
He's made this
Okay. I'm sorry. I have so much to say on.
It's all good. It's all good.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You want me to? Oh, you want me to speak? Okay, sorry. I thought we were going to say something else. Right. Okay, so I just want to. There's some things I just want to push back on a little bit because one of the things I was going to criticize you for is you made a comment and it sort of alluded to getting some help with alcohol or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
I stand by that.
I didn't like that because I tell you why. Okay, so I've got sympathy for the people, for the people that came to you about your condition. Even if we.
Oh my God, Chud's 100% right. He's taunting this guy, saying he's like got a fucking alcohol addiction, while he's sitting here being like, "I'm so fucking stupid because I haven't slept." And this, oh wait, I didn't even dude, that's so fucking funny, dude.
I feel like we're getting into the realm of diagnosing people with stuff. Like, I think CTV was belligerent, he was a shithead, and it was wrong that he was there. But I just think we're starting to cross lines that I'm just a bit uncomfortable with. So I think it's okay to say he was a dickhead. Wait, come on, let me speak. God, you so.
Let me speak.
I think it's okay to say he was a dickhead or whatever, but this sort of like, you're almost like diagnosing him with this alcohol problem, and it's like, I think that's a step too far, and you're getting into the realm of diagnosing people with issues. But further to that, even if he did have an alcohol problem, I think that you kind of used it as an insult or something like that. Like, you clearly weren't concerned.
Of course I did. I mean,
of course I did. Fuck his disease, bro.
I was like
fuck his disease. He's mean to me. That guy, dude. Fuck that guy.
Look.
Fuck that disease. I've decided he has.
I respect that. That's how you feel.
I respect that's how you. Dude, it's a huge hypocrisy.
I am like being completely brigaded. People are obviously.
God, just get out of the call and shut the fuck up.
Like
I was one of the people tweeting at him, probably
laughing their asses off. And I'm going to say anything.
I need Vadim to call into H3. Dude, that's literally, that's the next thing we need to AstroTurf chat. We got to get H3 and Vadim to chat. We have to gas him up, dude. Vadim, you can kick his ass, dude. Get in there. We have to sleeping him up, though, you know? He has to have a full night's rest.
Like, I don't.
Wait, why doesn't Vadim box? That's a great idea. His head's already scrambled, okay? If he gets knocked unconscious, he might actually get a good night's sleep. Why is he not on the Creator Clash card? He could literally get beaten into sleep.
I think that saying that, especially since he was drunk off his ass and he was displaying,
he's like immune to post-concussion syndrome because he was already scrambled like an egg.
Like very classic drunken abusive behavior. I mean,
yeah, dude, maybe a concussion would cure it, you know? Maybe if he gets a good concussion from boxing, it might fix everything that's going on up there.
In a place to like diagnose that, are you, in any sort of meaningful way? Let's be real here.
Yeah, but look. If you are at a party and someone is doing that to a friend of yours.
Whoa. This is like Dark Viper explaining reactors. Like, here, let's explain why this is abuse. Say you're at a party and this guy does this to you in real life.
Yours, and they won't stop. You're going to come in with some shit and try and take the piss out of them.
So you were going hard. You were going hard.
He was drunk. I could tell by his drunken abusive behavior. That's how I knew he was drunk. By the way, you also are missing that he said that Dylan was drunk too. Just to be clear, he's saying Dylan's a drunk person. He's saying that CTV is an alcoholic. He used drunk for everyone there.
We're going for the juggler. Is that?
You know what it sounds like? I got to be honest with you. It sounds like he needs a drink. He needs a drink. All right. He needs a ride down to his local casino. Because he could take whatever he was gonna win, put that down on black, and double his money. Pass it on, dude. That's what I think. I need it. I think at Vadim, I will diagnose you right now with turbo pussy disorder, and I'm prescribing you alcohol, cigars, and a casino to fix it.
Because what else could I do? I mean, like inside that situation, I don't think it was a matter of necessarily like trying to save.
Yeah, dude, you've heard of BPD. Have you heard of TPD? Dude, we fucking broke new ground, dude. We broke new grounds.
Face, but he was so out of line. There's very few things that I think I could have said that would have made that and. I go back.
Yeah, this guy needs a healthy relationship with alcohol.
To the fact that like the dude is doing this, and you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to talk about his anti-trans.
Wait, I'm losing the conversation. He hates trans people, by the way. He hates trans people. Listen, guys. That's all we talk about on here. Just reminder. He's conservative. He doesn't like trans people. He might have won this debate, but remember, he's lost the war.
Look, okay, listen. I'm just putting this out because, you know, I think that to me, like, look, don't get me wrong, CTV being there was a disaster. To be honest, it was...
I'm not going to talk about how he's anti-trans! He's anti-trans, everyone!
Extremely entertaining as a viewer from the outside, but I completely appreciate that being in the middle of that is fucked, and it's going to be very hard to deal with. So I'm not, like, judging you or moralizing on you for, like, taking a punch at the throat. Like, I understand what was going on there. You know, it's easy for me to sit there and go, oh, that was a bit under the belt. Do you know what I mean? But I just think it was wrong from my perspective. But, you know, appreciate you've got a different perspective on it, but I just wanted to make a note of that.
I respect that. I respect your take, and you know, a couple of other people made the same, and you know, I stand by it. I don't think it would have had. I don't think it would have had the same outcome if he wasn't belligerently drunk. He was belligerently drunk, and everybody who is cool with it because it was fun, it was entertaining, it was a fun train wreck to watch, and a lot of people loved that it was at the expense of both Demon Mama and I.
Oh my god!
And sorry, I just want to make one point as well, kind of to defend you somewhat, right?
Wait, what?
I know there's people from DGG in here, okay? You've got fucking Destiny talking about Down syndrome Avengers, and you all fucking clap like seals, right? You know, that's fine. But then when someone else makes and that's obviously, you know, pretty offensive in terms of some ways you could look at that. But when someone else makes a spicy comment, you're fucking up in arms, and you're like,
wait, what's the what? Wait, what? What? Yeah, dude, I did clap like a seal. True.
Wait, no, they fucking said a bad thing. And it's like, motherfucker, your fucking dude who you like watching says spicy shit all the time, and you don't fucking care. So
I don't think the problem with Vadim was that he was too spicy, right? I I don't necessarily agree with that.
You know, at least be consistent, right? These people have got to either take that people say spicy shit and that's fine, or you don't like it and you call out every time. So stop being fucking hypocrites. That's the only point I wanted to make on that one.
That's hysterical to me. I mean, the idea that like I had
He's latching onto it.
no idea. I hadn't been watching.
Where did they move the soundboard to on Discord? I can't find it anymore.
The chat, but that's like some extremely hypocritical shit right there. I mean, like, oh my god.
Yeah, look, you know, Destiny is spicy. And look, to be honest with you, right? Look, I like spicy fucking jokes and memes, and I laugh at fucking people being assholes, you know. But like, you know, but I'll still say it's bad and you shouldn't do it, you know. But you can't like majorly laugh and say, oh, that's fine for this person to say that. And then someone on the other side does it, and you're like, "Oh, clutching your pearls!" Like, fuck off with that shit, bullshit.
Yeah. I like. Again, like I think people misunderstand what I was saying about.
Who cares?
And, you know, I'm going to speak to other ways.
That's right, motherfucker.
Dude, that would be Chud if he was in the call, dude.
In which I think. It is abusive, and I'm talking about being abusive, like being.
Who cares?
I'm talking about just
you're
being
raped.
overall
And you're
horrible
totally
to a
raped,
friend,
bro.
taking advantage of them, and whatnot.
That would literally that's the difference between this call and right now. That would literally be it.
His behavior. I mean, do you disagree with me that his behavior showed? Because I could probably send you like some articles about like the characteristics of like drunken abusive behavior are.
Even if that's true, I don't think there's any.
There.
Dude,
Okay,
he's like 2
any
seconds away from saying the guy beats his wife because he was mean to me on Discord. Literally.
Value in like, is CTV this? I just don't think there's value in that personally. And I just think that's you want to hide into nothing, going down the route of like medicalizing shit like that.
I'm not defending here what I said to him. What I'm defending here is characterizing just how he was screaming and the fact that it was allowed to go on so long. And there's other reasons why I regard it as such that are more important.
Yes, you're right. This is regarded. Holy shit. Finally, we agree on something.
But why I'm saying that's abusive.
Okay. I see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, sure.
No. Come on, dude.
And I mean,
we were all more soy a couple of years ago. So.
I don't know what to say to you. I just don't. I just think that there's plenty of things that you can definitely say without issue. You know, he was an asshole. He was a dickhead. He was this, and this. You know, abusive is a very loaded word. Even if you think you've got some sources that can validate it, I just personally, where possible, think it's best to try and avoid it.
The reason why I brought it up is because, you know, I like people. Well, perhaps I shouldn't have listened, but DGGers in the chat were like,
"Oh God, here I'm getting baited by the chat. They're being so mean.
Like, you know, you called him abusive, blah 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 blah." So I'm just kind of
like they're angling the abusive shit the wrong way. The abusive shit is the funniest thing that happened. To call it abuse is actually unironically peak satire, and to sit here and be like, wow, I can't believe it, you're diagnosing him, dude, is like the wrong way to go about it. You should just be insulting him relentlessly because it's extremely funny.
You know, like I mean,
yeah,
okay,
sorry.
Let's go to the more
like it turns like to victimization for a bit instead of just making fun of him.
Substantial, because to me, out of all the ways in which I regard it as abuse,
like there's a time to sit here and make a functioning argument, and there's a time to just fucking bully somebody because they deserve it and it's funny.
Abusive, that's the least.
Wait, am I gonna get this? Am I gonna get this right now? Holy shit! No! Fuck! Run faster! Wait. No!
Important
Fuck!
to me, even though that.
Damn it! Oh shit! Fuck that guy, bro.
I do think that is true and it holds weight. The next thing is this: Dylan orchestrated the situation. Again, I don't think that he knew what was going to occur, but he did two things, or a series of things. He allowed it to go on. He brought him in. Never should have been in there in the first place. Two.
Now you know how Ian feels. So love this chat, dude. You guys are great. Holy fuck, dude.
Allowed it to go on and could have stopped it at any point. Both of those things to me are just like, what the fucks. Really more that he didn't stop it, and that afterwards when you were talking with him, like, do you regret doing this? He doesn't regret doing it because you know why? Because
it was funny and you're a fucking loser. Cry more. Go to sleep, Vadim. Sleep, Vadim. Sleep.
I mean, I'll talk with him at a certain point and we'll hash this out.
Sleep.
But he did also tell me that he was doing it for the drama. And so he was doing it to further the drama, not caring about our feelings. And this is the thing, you know, like afterwards, he posts all these memes celebrating the whole thing, things where like his face is photoshopped onto like
No, you can't. You can't Photoshop yourself onto wrestlers' bodies. No, you can't.
Like wrestlers along with Destiny and CTV.
No, you can't.
And on
do
like
that.
one hand, it's like, okay,
dude, this guy is a sore loser, and he was the judge. That's the funniest part of this whole thing. This guy is like a pathetic sore loser, but he was the judge. He wasn't even a competitor.
Like if this was just what happened in the show, that would be perfectly fine. But this is at our.
I'm done with old Vadim. Wait, could you please point one thing that's different about current Vadim after we just watched that Mudahar debate from this person? Can you find me one singular thing that you could use to differentiate the two of him in the Mudahar conversation versus him in this conflict?
Spence, the whole idea.
He has literally not changed at all. He is just as pathetic as he's always been.
Idea behind those memes, all memes have ideas, is that
all memes have ideas.
That they were putting the drop on us. They were, you know, like they came together.
You know, he's probably had the same amount of sleep in his entire lifetime in this one moment as he does right now. And it's cool because like this is the only time I can talk about somebody at 12:30 at night. And if they live in Eastern Standard Time, they might be awake to watch the stream.
As like the dream team, and were awful to us. In DMs, Dylan apologized to me and said, I had no idea that this was going to happen, and I'm so sorry that it happened. So then when he posts all these memes where he's like celebrating it, and on shows like
do you think Vadim is awake right now? Do you think a bear shits in the woods? Yeah, 100%.
Laughing about it, it makes me feel like, I mean, there are other reasons that I won't go into that you know, things that he said that make me feel like he isn't that sorry, but like it makes me feel like the kind thing to do, the empathetic thing to do would be to just say like, you know, make memes off of the show and understand that like,
dude, this is my nightmare co-host, because you know how I always talk over everybody? I'm a horrible co-host. This is why I stream by myself. Even in the podcast with Tom and Vega, I have to like notably stop myself from trying to take over the conversation. I've never been good at it. I've never really done multi-streams, so it's a huge problem for me, and I try to overcome it constantly whenever I'm doing those things. But I could never talk to this guy. I legitimately could not start a podcast with him. He does not stop talking. He just continues and continues and continues and continues and continues and continues. And I would literally I would rage off the call. I would not be able to do it.
People, I mean, Demon Mama, despite what he says, feels really just it's what it's about is just feeling stabbed in the back by a friend. That a friend would use you in the situation in which you're emotionally vulnerable to not talk with you about, you know, what's going on, but bring in some heavy to like up the drama.
Did he just refer to CTV as heavy? What, like, is that like a TF2 reference? Like bringing in heavy?
Create more sensationalism that is good for his show.
Dude, this is a funny haha low stakes debate show where you get a wrestling belt if you win.
It's all about him. It's all about him and his show.
Yes, it is.
So okay, right. One thing I just want to say there, and look, you know, I've got to do my due duty here and kind of push back, because I push back quite hard with Dylan, so I want to give a fair, you know, crack of the whip to everyone, so to speak. But in your situation there, so you're saying, you know, Dylan brought someone in, and I agree with you. Bringing in CTV was stupid. And Dylan said to me, "Is practically it was just for the drama." But Dylan's concept there was that he literally didn't know that everyone was taking it so seriously. He thought everyone was just playing into the...
No, he should have known that I was a raging pussy the entire time. He should have known.
So what's your response to that?
Okay, that's absolutely ridiculous. I
was obviously a whining bitch, Shud. You don't understand. I was a total fucking loser the entire time. How could he possibly not know?
I'll reiterate. I had said several times that I felt incredibly awkward in that situation. You could read Demon Mama's face and see how she felt.
Dude, Demon Mama was literally convulsing. He kind of has an argument here. I gotta be honest. Demon Mama was literally convulsing. It was extremely funny.
Inside that situation,
Dylan was taking the piss because he knew he had an easy win. I mean, let's be honest. Come on. Let's call a spade here.
A couple times talked about how my anxiety levels were spiking, and again, it wasn't a continuation of his show. No matter what he says, it wasn't his place to continue to orchestrate this like wrestling storyline. It was her stream.
How long does this go on? We're probably gonna wind down now. We pop back to lobby. How does this end? We're only halfway through a 2.5 hour VOD. Does he ever stop talking?
She was physically, because when I say that I was right about to say that I thought I was very wrong about this, and huge apologies to Demon Mama for getting that wrong. But when all was said and done, there was a moment where maybe it was her makeup. She just kind of did a very quick, like, I do not want to make it sound like it was like, I ever thought that she was like bawling. She is strong.
I'm so confused. Wait, why is he like coming in to explain she was actually crying? And then immediately cutting, she's so strong. She's such a strong woman. She was crying, guys. It's really embarrassing. She's crying, dude.
Ass woman. And the thing is that anyone inside that situation, I think, could have feelings like that.
Guys, you're saying Vega told me to check DM? I don't have DMs from Vega. What's happening?